Welcome to Bonding Over Bourbon.
It's gonna be a good night, right, Chris?
Yeah, considering somebody found the flash drive they said they didn't have.
Hey, maybe you put it in there
No,
when I wasn't looking.
We're not going to gaslight each other on this live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I deal with. How are we doing tonight?
Good evening, everyone. I see some familiar faces in the chat already.
Yeah, we got our newest fan because of the Tycho reference.
Nice.
Yeah, that made me happy that at least one person knew what it was in the comments. It's probably my favorite artist, Tycho. For those that are unfamiliar, Tycho goes by that nickname. His real name, Scott Hansen. Super talented dude. Basically plays every instrument for every part of his music, and then we'll bring a band on the road with him to do live shows. He's great.
I mean, great. A lot. Like, let me rephrase that. He is great live as well. We saw him at the Salt Shed, and he was fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't speak right now.
Welcome to just another day on Bonding Over Bourbon.
Thanks, Chris.
I love you.
Say it with your words, not with your actions. Or with your actions, not your words.
I pick option A. So far, we're starting out with a banger lineup in the comment section. We got a couple of new YouTube members.
Nice.
We got Tyler Hardy.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. We also got Frankie Hawks. And
Thank you so much.
Mashed Hun Moron.
Nice.
Still love that username. I think it's spicy. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us as channel members. You now get early access to all the videos that we put out. So bit of exciting news before we jump into who's in the comment section.
What's exciting news?
I'm going to get to it. Before we get to the comment section and say hi to everyone here, I have officially reeled back my hours at it's not my day job, but you could call it my day job because it's not this.
Night job.
Yeah. Night job sounds weird, though. It sounds like there's an exchange of money for gross things. But anyways, so I now have an extra day to edit, which means you're going to start to see more early drops on YouTube. You're going to start to see additional content. And we're essentially going to bash out a bunch of stuff and just release it over the course of each month. So a lot more time to focus on the channel.
Yeah. We have a lot to film next week, too, while we're out of town.
We are taking a road trip. Missouri, we're going to be inside of your state. It's going to be a fun time. We have a ton of places mapped out already. We're going to spend like 2 days-ish in St. Louis, and then we're going to travel over to Kansas City.
With some fun stops along the way.
Yeah, might hit up some distilleries. May have already reached out to someone. Actually, they reached out to us, and we're like, hey, we're actually going to be over there in like a week. Do you guys want to coordinate then? So a lot of cool stuff on the horizon. But let's get into the comments. We got Whiskey Sippers.
Hey, Whiskey Sippers.
Always a pleasure to see you guys. We do also have a collaborative live stream coming up with them later this month.
We do.
So keep your eyes peeled. We also got Uncle Tim. Hello, hello.
Hello, Uncle Tim.
We talked about the Iceman. Again, pleasure to see you in here. We got Josh from Plainfield. What up? Mauricio, happy to see you in here. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Moron. We got Thomas Anderson.
Welcome.
We got Sawdust and Coffee. We got James Avila. What up?
Hello.
I need to give some of these people wrenches at some point in time.
True.
We got Little Old Fashioned.
Hi, Little Old Fashioned. Hope you're doing well.
Great dude. Love his content. If you're not already subscribed to his channel, you got to go check him out. He's awesome. And then we got Kevin Halloran. Kevin Halloran, we're going to see you next week. We're going to meet up with them in St. Louis.
Oh, nice.
We got Miles Bourbon Traveler.
Welcome.
We got Tim Coplin.
Another Tim. Not my Uncle Tim, though.
Here on Time for Once, enjoying some bee's knees. How's the doggos? Mike, the dogs are great, except for the boy. He's still a little crackhead.
He is so whiny today.
Yeah.
So
all day long, even after he's gone outside, he's sitting by the door and just, I'm like, do you need water? You have water. Okay. Do you need to pee? You already peed. Okay. It's not dinner time. I don't know how to help you. Here's toys. Do you want to cuddle with me? Do you want to do this, that? Just nothing but whining.
Yeah, he was just grumpy.
But other than that, they're great. We got Joe Unfiltered. What's up, man? We got KG Thompson.
Welcome.
Happy to see you. We bumped up a little bit since then. We got 66 now.
Nice.
These numbers still kind of baffle me. I'm not used to having this many eyes on our channel. We got the Cigar Apostle. What up?
Hello.
We got Coop DeVille. Happy to see you. Comedian from downtown back home. Can't wait to have a cheers with everyone. Hell yeah,
Nice.
man. Fill that glass as soon as you get an opportunity.
Or if you have a little flask on the train.
We don't endorse that.
Hey, you could do it on the metro. I used to bring beers all the time.
Do it at your own discretion.
They let you.
Be smart about being dumb. We got Big Daddy Buckeyes. What
Hello.
up? We got person 29.
Oh, my favorite 29th person.
Well, now he's 29th tied twice.
Yeah, that's true.
We got Thomas Anderson again here. We got Wallace. That is one of the options.
TBD. We don't know.
Expand the hunt. Bruzel who?
Yeah, who? Brizzle?
Bottle kill on the Detroit City Honey tonight. It's such a good bottle.
So good.
We got Mr. I'm So Fly.
Hello, hello.
We got our buddy Seth Haberman.
Hey, Seth.
Always happy to see you in here. We got Wesley Forte.
Hi,
What up?
Wes.
We got A-Law fights for the users. Interesting.
Oh.
Did I miss anything? Not yet. We're still recapping. Did you hold of the Penelope 18-year light whiskey? So we do have one. Can you check down there? We have one that should be down there. We have like a Binny's pick, and we have another one. So I don't know which one we have. We got so many, it's kind of hard to remember at this point.
Don't let me knock over these bottles.
Okay.
Okay. This is
We have the 20-year.
20.
The 20 is great.
I mean,
It's phenomenal.
stellar.
Yeah, we have a Binny's pick of the 20, and it's absolutely amazing. For us, going to the 18 would be a little bit of a downgrade because, you know, we're age and proof whores.
That's not true.
Well, sometimes. Definitely proof whores. I wish you guys would have gotten the samples today. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. I messed up. I didn't even read my own address, and I put a typo in it.
This
So
isn't the first time he's done that, too. He does not know our address.
that is not true.
That is true.
Look,
What's our address right now? I'm
No.
just kidding.
yeah, let's just tell everyone. Chat, if you know, put it down there. Please don't do that. This is just a bit. It was great to meet you too. We always love sitting and talking to people that watch our channel. Love figuring out what you like, what about our channel you like, and you know, just want to meet some of the faces behind the names that we see in the comments.
Indeed.
We got Terry Prindle. We got Renee Barr. Almost missed you for the Ghost concert, but I couldn't do that 2 streams in a row.
Oh.
Appreciate you, Randy. Thanks for joining us.
You can go to the concert. We won't stop you. You'd always watch it afterwards. But I feel like live streams afterwards are kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, God bless the people that watch them. We're just not built that way. Especially when it gets like over the 3-hour mark. I'm like, that's a commitment.
Yeah.
Flight of Pursuit Rye, whole shebang pick, Hard Truth French Oak Rye, Max pick. That's really good. We do love Max's pick.
Yeah, Max's pick is so good.
ASW Encore. We do actually have, is it in here? Is the ASW that we picked up in here?
If it was, it would be in that cabinet.
We can look. We can look later. We're gonna open up some stuff in just a minute here. Got DC Soda. We got Night Method. What up?
Hey, Night Method.
Missed you at Handy Spot. The store picks a Hard Truth is a good one. Hell yeah, it is. We got Henry. First live stream. Thanks
welcome.
for joining us. Is that a doggo? Is that a corgi?
It is a doggo. It might be a corgi or a collie.
Maybe. We got Vince Wright from Minneapolis and sipping the Chicken Cock 8-year double oak. That's a really good one.
It is a good one.
We always want to pick it up, but the price point kind of stops us at times.
Yeah.
Some places charge a lot for it.
I have seen insane prices for that one.
All right, we're catching up. Tell us what's in your Infinity blend. I'm interested. Red Wheat Bottled and Bond from Mid Holiday is great. We got Pass. What's up? The Cruising Cat, the pizza place next to Vitiello's is fire. Once it opens up, you got to try it.
Okay. We'll go back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure all the Jeppsons is gone by now, which is actually what we're going to start with.
Oh, I have glasses right here.
So somebody recommended that we start with the Jeppson's Maple because we talk about it a lot. So this is going to be our warm-up pour. This one is already open, so it has had a little bit of exposure to air for a while. But I retasted it the other night after you went to sleep. Yeah, it's a banger.
I'm gonna start tasting things while you're at work.
You already do.
No, I don't.
You you make cocktails without me.
No, I have a Maro without you.
Mm,
Or gin.
mm. You can keep those.
Exactly. So stop touching all my bourbon.
Has a stop attached to the Flossmoor Brewery. They hand you a beer as you're passing their brewery. That's
See?
great. All right, fine. It's been a while since I've taken the train, so sorry I don't know all the laws.
Yeah, you've never lived in the suburbs. You don't get it.
Yeah, because I'm a city boy.
Yeah, we all know this.
There are no Maples cast finish, but the cashier said they're getting more tomorrow.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Well, there won't be any more after Friday. Got Traveler full proof, so y'all don't have to. Yeah, I mean, we would love to try it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little curious, a little scared, but a little curious.
I am. I don't think we ever tried the regular Travelers.
We did. We got one of those little sampler bottles.
Oh, right.
It was a little too sweet, proof down that much.
Yeah.
We got Mr. Mom.
You know what I love about this pour is that it's both like sweet and spicy.
Yeah, it is.
It's just so good.
Puppy training. What kind of dog you got?
Aw,
Mini Aussie Shepherd. Cute. I want a mini Aussie so much, but we already have 2 corgis with so much like herding anxiety. If we added another herding dog to this house, we'd probably both go insane.
And we would be kicked out of this apartment because of the noise
and the hair.
and the hair.
There's too much hair. But I love the Aussie thing where they're just like, "Hi, I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you." Ah! It's the funniest thing in the world to me. The idea of somebody turning fully backwards to give their back to you to be like, "Hi." It's great. People treat their animals like humans. So I imagine like a small person just rubbing their butt on someone every time I see an Aussie. For the raffle, what do we end up getting? We got 1792 extended cask rum finish, which we don't get in our market. So we're really, really happy to have it.
I did get overwhelmed, like at the table. I was just like, I don't know.
Well, we also like sauntered in right at the moment that they called our name. We were in there for maybe 2 minutes, and then we were about like 20 minutes late.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, classic. And then as soon as we heard our name, she ran to the front to go and look for something. And I was like, I'm going to go up there.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's going to pick. I don't know what's there. I'm going to make the decision.
Well, I was trying to yell for you and you weren't listening.
There were like 80 people in that room.
That's fair. Well, I yelled at you before I got into the raffle room and I was like, Grace, and everyone's yelling at your name.
Exactly. So I was like, uh-huh.
And then the only reason I heard like our name bonding over bourbon was because of Don. Like if it wasn't for him, I would not have heard.
Yeah. Thank God Dom like can project his voice.
Oh yeah.
We're definitely going to put Don in a video at some point in time.
It'll be a good time.
This is barrel 1. I don't know if they've done additional batches for this one, but this is barrel 1. This was like the first thing that we tried when we went to Jeppson's. When Tyrus was still working as the master blender, he basically just handed a pour of it to us without telling us what it was. And I was like, wow, this is really good. He's like, yeah, this is our maple. And I was like, okay. He's like, now try this one. I was like, let's slow it down. We still need to film. But that was the most memorable pour of the entire night.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely great. If you can get your hands on it, amazing. Please do. If you can't get your hands on it, well, should I show them?
Yeah.
Enter #DampFeb. That's short for Damp February. We're going to be doing a giveaway for this bottle. A sample from the bottle, as well as a couple other ones that we open up here. And we have a few surprises that we're opening up, some media samples, some stuff that we got in the last couple of weeks. It's going to be a fun one.
I almost changed it to Damp AF, but I knew you'd be mad.
No, that would have been funny. I just wanted to just be damp, just because
damp. It did not look good.
A proper damp.
A proper damp is okay, but damp
it would have been a proper damp. So anyways, we're calling it Damp February because we're over dry January. For everyone that's been holding out, You're 5 days out of January, so fill those glasses up, boys.
Also, pace yourself because it's been a while.
Yes. Are we fans of Wood Hat? We have the Rubenesque bottled in bond as well as the Bloody Butcher cash strength. It's really, really good. I think it needs
Really unique.
Yeah, I think it needs some time to open still. But Wood Hat is one of the destinations on our trip. So we're going to try to see if we can just stop there. That's the brand that reached out to us that was like, hey, we like your channel. By chance, are you guys fans of our product? I was like, yeah.
But we don't get much of it.
Yeah. So we're like, we're going to be traveling through your state anyway. Like, maybe we could just meet you at the distillery. So Gary won't be there, but we'll be able to try a lot of their stuff and hopefully get a tour. So you might see a video.
Gary, who is the owner?
Yes. He's going to be in India. Then smoking a cigar and drinking a cigar cut. Hell yeah.
Nice.
All right. We are almost caught up here. Traveler foolproof tonight. Very good for the price point. I bumped it up to excellent. That's a bold claim.
Interesting.
Spicy comments for a spicy lifestyle. I like it. Yeah, I'm excited to try it. I really, really am interested to see if they improved upon it by not proofing it down to, what is it, like 92?
Yeah, 92 is too low.
Too many things, can't remember. I think the last thing I added was rare breed. Oh, that might not be to us. Oh no, this is for the Infinity Blend. Rare breed, mix of wheat, whiskey, bourbon mainly, triple oak. Didn't care for it, so slowly added to make it better. That's fair. Triple oak could be a lot.
Yeah.
Saw a corgi kick ass in the dog agility competition. Corgis have some serious pickup.
They really do.
Like, if you've ever had a corgi go vertical to greet you and just like put their whole body up, you feel like your leg kind of twists to the side because they have a lot of force behind them.
It is very cute. Our puppy, he gets so excited to see Chris in the morning. So I will like bring him over to the bedroom and have him like jump into my arms, and he literally like jumps in, and then I just have to pick him up and place him on the bed. It's really cute. But they can like jump. They're really strong.
Yeah. And they can go from like a complete resting pose to like full speed in a matter of like a second and a half.
Yeah.
And Brioche is so fast.
She is really fast.
What's the proof on the Jeppsons? That is 108.57. It is very, very good. Doesn't drink that hot.
Full bodied. I like that I get like the classic cherry notes of Jeppsons too.
All right. How do I remove a wrench from someone? No sample for you, Dan. I'm going to skip you to teach you a lesson.
Nothing for Dan.
Definitely was going to ask for to find one. Now we know. It has to be all caps. All caps. How dare you? I'm going to start removing wrenches.
This is why I didn't want to put damp. I tried to change it to thirsty. He did not want that.
Yeah, well, I mean, Thirsty Thursday is just so cliche.
You're a cliche.
You're missing a P there. That needs to be capitalized.
Damn Feb.
Yeah, damn February.
Damn. I mean, it's the shortest month of, shortest month of the year. I'm struggling.
Yep. Did you say Rye January?
Rye January?
It was so dumb when we filmed that one. We just kept giggling because we were like, this is the stupidest thing ever. I hope people love this. And then we're almost caught up. We have just cracked the Magnus 10-year pick. I'm glad you like it. I mean, from the sounds of it, it's basically gone by now. It's a really good one.
It is good.
If you're in the area of Wood Hat, make sure to look into Nobleton's.
Can
you open up the map and add that to our list?
How to map.
Thanks for the recommendation. Then we're just about caught up. Stop by my store in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. So we have plans to go to Iowa sometime in spring. Cedar Ridge is holding some sort of event out there, and we were invited. So we're going to go check it out. We also plan on doing like a little bit of a collaboration potentially with another channel out there. And then maybe we'll end up at a bottle share. Either way, if Dan Turry can keep Moist under control, we will definitely meet up with him. What else? Ooh, you have more willpower than we do. We did it 1 year and tried all of the alternative whiskeys, like the NA whiskeys, and we were like, these suck. These are god awful.
I mean, I have done dry Januaries before you as well. I was a person before we met.
And you're not now?
I'm gonna pinch you.
You gave me the layup here. Gold Eagle
I'm
has
just saying I've had a
Gold
past.
Eagle has it. Was there today.
Jesus Christ.
You are canceled. No moist March. I hate it. We got Kanish. What's up?
Hi, Kanish.
Is it better than the chocolate? I'm skipping that one.
Oh, jeez. We did try the pumpkin spice Malort. That was,
Pass.
yeah,
Big pass.
it was hard.
We'll make for a great looking infinity bottle. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
It'll kind of look like a genie bottle, honestly.
that's cool.
And we got my family has a corgi when I was a kid. Grab the handle of my red wagon and jump in for a ride. That's adorable.
That is
I
just
love
too
that.
cute.
What do y'all do for day jobs? Pine about being able to do this full time.
Everyone is very curious about our day jobs recently.
Yeah, somebody in the comments for this week's video was like, what do you guys do? How do you afford all these bottles? Isn't it expensive? Do you bourbon hunt every week? And I was like, yes, of course it's expensive. Why do you think we focus on so many like mid-tier bottles? It's like you have a better chance to get more value there, and you're not investing like $300 of your money every single time there's like a new big release.
Yeah. If we went out for like Willet purple tops every time, we would
Pass.
be so poor.
Pass. Got my wood hat, bloody butcher corn in the mail this week. Hell yeah.
Do you want to tell the people what we do?
Oh yeah, sorry. I got distracted. Let's go back to this. So I work in hospitality. I have for over 15 years. I lose track of how long it's been because working in the restaurant industry, it just kind of passes before your eyes very quickly. Everything moves at like a mile a minute. So it's a lot. That's basically it. I've done other odd jobs and whatnot, but that's what I do now.
Yeah. And I am a insights and sales director. So I help a very large corporation with like their brand and like insights team.
Very small company.
Very small. Never heard of it.
Not known across the globe.
But before that, I was at a company that focused on like food and beverage trends. So I helped out restaurants with like concept testing and going way deep into the data, figuring out like all the trending foods. And,
way up there.
Yeah. So I've been doing that for, oh gosh, how old am I? Like 10, 12 years?
You're 12 years old?
I think so.
All right. I'm going to take this away from you now. Any more Casey Jones? Plenty of it, just not our store pick. At least not that we know of currently. Yeah, that one sold out lightning fast. It gives me a promise. And it also made us realize too that, I mean, that sold a lot better than the rest of our picks.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones that have sold well have still done very well for how much we had. The Casey Jones, we had like 19 cases and they sold out in 3 weeks. So it's pretty impressive. We're realizing that like the big names might not be things that people want. Like New Riff is still kind of a big name. Those cases are moving a little bit slower. I think going forward, we're going to focus on trying to get our viewers and people in our access to bottles that aren't readily available everywhere. And that's going to be our main focus for doing barrel picks.
Yeah, I am proud of the New Riff picks that we did. I feel like they're way off profile of like other New Riffs that I've tried before.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's hard picking like places that you want because like our first pass was like our dream list of like Limestone and like a bunch of other things. But Casey Jones, I feel like we'll keep going back and back.
Yeah. We have a verbal agreement for one pick every year, but we'll see how that works out when it becomes crunch time for picking barrel picks.
Yeah.
New to the channel, thank you so much for joining us,
you.
Craft Brew. Really, really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, make sure to smash the like button on this video. It helps expand our reach in the algorithm, shows more people that others like our video. Maybe we'll entice them to tip over to the other side of the fence and see what our videos are like. How is standard Jeppson's bourbon? It is delicious. It is basically barrel brokered either MGP, Dickel, or Green River. Some of the Green River ones are really, really old. The small batch that they do, the 100 proof is the sweet spot. That is like 6-ish year Green River, and it is phenomenal.
Well, it's a proprietary blend between a few different companies. I remember Tyrus telling us.
Yes, but it's predominantly Green River.
Yeah. And the price point of $20, like that, you cannot skip on that one. That is great flavor and great price.
A little disclaimer of $20 at quite a few places in our market.
Yeah.
You might see it closer to 30 in your market. If you see it for 40, it's still going to be a good value. At like 6-ish years Green River at 100 proof, I mean, you're not going to get much better value than that unless you're getting Old Forester 100 proof. Even then, like if you like those cherry notes that are pretty common in Old Forester, you'll absolutely love the Jeppsons. How hard was it to pass on the Michter's 10? Yes.
I would say it was hard, but not hard. We do have one open and one backup that we got at KBF.
Yeah.
If it was the bourbon, I would have instantly been like, we're grabbing it. But yeah, we don't need another rye. We save it for someone else that really wants it.
Yeah. And we also kind of left it there with the intention of being like, see, we practice what we preach. Like just because we see it doesn't mean we have to have it. And there's been a lot of parodies going around the last 2 weeks of our video where they're just like, especially Cutlass High Proof. His parody was hilarious. He just said the exact opposite of everything that we said, except for craft whiskey. He was like, no, definitely buy craft whiskey.
Definitely.
So we had the thought of doing a bit where we just kept on parodying each other's videos. So it seems like we have beef on the internet, and then just be like, oh no, we love them. They're great.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
But what store picks do we hope to do? I mean, the dream is always a rock castle or a barrel house. Every time we try to assess if people are interested in like going in on a barrel, usually we get a little bit of a cold reaction on it. We would love to get it, but it is only distributed throughout Kentucky. So it's going to be harder to get it in our market, let alone every other market. And I don't foresee a lot of people going to the Elkhorn Tavern, which is their, what would you call it? Like their, I mean, it's obviously a tavern, but it's like
their flagship,
like their restaurant attached to their distillery. So I don't see a lot of people making that trip out there just to get our bottle. But I mean, never say never.
I think also like Dragon's Milk or Walleye Run would be super cool.
That ship has sailed. Driftless Glen would be a good one.
Still Austin would be very cool.
That's the dream one, but
I'm waiting for the Blue Corn.
It might be a while.
3 years. That's what I was told.
New Riff pick is the rye is really good. It did remind us of our first Jeppson's pick with a lot of medicinal cherry, so we decided to like just immediately pick it. Somebody across the room was like, "This tastes like Luden's," and I was like, "I don't care what else we're getting that barrel."
I mean, it's so good.
Gently massage the like button on my way in. Does it need to be disinfected? Appreciate you. It was a bottle you picked up recently that was a real surprise for the better and one that was a disappointment. So here's the thing. We're really good, surprisingly, at not picking the wrong bottle. I think out of the last 3 years like of heavy collecting, we've probably only drain poured like 4 bottles. The first one's gonna piss off a lot of people. Is Penelope Weeded.
Yeah, ours just did not taste right.
It was not good.
It wasn't good.
Another one, there was one that was like pretty bad that we dumped.
Elkhorn Infinity.
Old Elk. Cigar cut.
Sorry, I thought we had the Infinity blend.
No, I would never let us buy that one. It's just a marketing gimmick.
Yeah, that one was not good.
Yeah, and then there are maybe like 1 or 2 other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head, but very, very rarely do we actually just pick up a straight up dud. For the ones that have been surprising, I would say maybe for the ones that we haven't actually cracked open at like stores or like sampled while we're at a bar.
Yeah. I don't know.
Rare Saint was a really good one.
Yes. Surprise.
That was really surprising. So Rare Saint is an MGP wheated whiskey brand. I mean, all their batches are different. They do have a lot of different blends. Sometimes they're like 3 barrels, sometimes it's like 7. These are really, really good. I would put this in a blind against Antique any day of the week and feel confident that if it doesn't win, that it at least gets tied.
Kenny Farms was also a surprise.
Kenny Farms is good.
Um,
What else? The Star Union Light Whiskey, but that was a single pick that was really surprising.
yeah.
This is a local brand. So Star Union is doing an American light whiskey, 75-25 for corn and rye. This one is a Cabernet Sauvignon brandy cask. It was a 5-year-old Cabernet Sauvignon. Really, really good.
I'm usually not a huge fan of like wine finished
Yeah.
whiskeys, and that one is stellar.
Well, but that's a brandy. That's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But there is some overlap there. I think the last one is probably, I mean, we tried Jackson Purchase. That shouldn't count. The Old Soul Estate Collection
Yeah.
is phenomenal. I'll move this so you can see it. The yellow label, it does have sorghum to replace wheat in the mash bill. It is very, very good. It's not going to be for everyone. It has a lot of funky undertone, but it's like thick and rich and chewy. It just has so much complexity that it's absolutely amazing. Are your picks available online? If somebody hasn't already dropped it in the comments, can you please do so? Anybody that has a wrench on their name should be able to do it. Here in SoCal, there's tons of Pappy and B-Tax, but very small producer bourbons.
That's a bummer.
Notice the subtle spirits. Yeah, I mean, the trade-off is you get all the other bottles that everyone else wants.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, so you get the collective hate and chagrin of everyone else in the community for your pricing and access, but the trade-off is if you want craft, you're kind of out of luck. Turn on those notifications. The next video just be that popper swag drop.
Working on it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to work Shopify. That's my own thing.
Yeah, we built it out and we had it ready to go, and then it was like, just kidding. You did it in like the demo test portion, like the sandbox. Now you have to export everything, and then we exported and imported into its own platform, which is the whole thing.
I hate it.
And
I don't understand why, like, if you are in a dev site, why you can't just put it into like a final publish without having to export everything and then reset it up again.
Well,
so it's very frustrating. If anyone works for Shopify, please reach out to us because
you didn't even cover the most frustrating part, which is what I was trying to get to, which is it also doesn't detect its own settings.
No.
So we basically have to rebuild it from scratch, just kind of like side by side for different windows, and then just plugging in where it's important.
I can't even do that because I have to sign out of one to get into the other. So I have to keep like signing in and out to get to it. Yeah. So I'm very frustrated.
Best platform for individual sellers.
So mad.
Also, kind of circling back to this one, pay attention to your Patreon and YouTube and Discord notifications if you're in all of our platforms. We're doing some revamping on perks for things. If you've been holding out on getting some merchandise, you might be able to get it sooner than you think.
Also, if you are already a Patreon member over $10 within like the last three or 4 months, I sent you a message. Please get back to me in the Patreon app.
Pass. I've been burned on mellow corn.
But what about the Kenny Farms 100% corn?
It's not mellow corn.
But it's still
mellow corn is a brand.
Corn.
It's not mellow corn.
It might be delicious.
It's not.
I don't know. Like Heaven Hill.
We have it.
Heaven Hill. That has the 100% corn. You don't know.
Veto. Cedar Ridge pick would be great. New Holland would also be awesome. We also got
Cedar
CJ
Ridge,
in here. What's
Glen.
up? Just say Barrel House, not Castle Rock. Spread the gospel of the juice. I would. I still hope I can get a mule of the Rock Castle. Oh, we should also tell people we're planning. God, we have such a busy year already. In April, we're going to be doing, what is it, like a 5-day excursion down to Kentucky?
Yeah.
We're going to be going to a bunch of different distilleries. We're going to be going to a bunch of different cool places to check out, maybe some bars. But we're going to get pretty sloppy for a couple days.
I don't know if we're really going to film that much, but
I don't know if we'll be able to film.
But we also have a pick coming up in the summer as well for Detling, which is going to be amazing.
Yes.
Which is definitely a dream pick.
I'm curious to see what pricing looks like. That part has me worried. The community has a lot of pushback on Seth Detling's price increases. You guys at Driftless Glen are characters, great people. The bungs were popping out their barrels. It was so cold recently. That's wild. What do you even do with all that juice? You just replug it and hope it stays?
Yeah.
Have you seen 13-year, 133 proof rye the cork and keg just received? No. Please enlighten us.
Is that the Jeppson's one?
There's no way if it's a 13-year. I don't think they even have MGP that old. Savage and Cook custom blend finished in 3 different wine barrels is the best. Who finishes wine out there? We'll have to take a peek.
I will
try
a sample.
Circle City.
Oh yeah, Circle City. But the prices are again really high up there, especially for MGP.
Yeah, Still Austin makes great picks. We love them. Any store recommendations in the west suburbs? I mean, go through our catalog of videos. We put all the store locations in there so you can just use Google Map links and just go directly to them.
Yeah.
West suburbs is a little bit hard. The further west you go, it seems like the harder it is to get a good deal.
Yeah.
You essentially have to play store pick games or you get like a price increase. I mean, like if you can go out to Woodman's, those are the greatest places to go to.
True.
But you're not going to get like any tater bottles. Those are weekly drops. And unless you're there in the first hour, your chances of getting something are slim to none.
Yeah. Also, there's like Malloy's out there and Sal's. But again, it's like all relationship or like quick drops.
Spillway in Mississippi. We haven't talked about going that far away from Chicago yet. Eventually, it's going to be inevitable. I mean, quite frankly, we're going to run out of content in other states, so we're going to have to just keep driving. That isn't necessarily how we intended this channel to go, but we're realizing that we did too much of Chicago too quickly. So I guess we're hitting the road more often.
Oh no.
Oh,
it's lucky I work remote.
We got a super chat.
Thank you, Seth.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Seth. That's, you know what? In honor of Seth, let's open up the bottle he helped us get.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
This one I'm going to need your help with. You have the knife?
I do have the knife. Do you trust me with the knife?
No, but I have record of whatever you do with it on camera.
Bah!
Then Evergreen in Bardstown. Yep, we know that place very, very well. Lots of times you can find the old Forester 117 series up there, and for really, really good prices. We're also going to essentially just kind of take a loop and go through all of the usual liquor stores that we go to, see how they've done since some of the videos that we filmed there, and then just try to see if we can spot some new places that we've never gone to before. But we're definitely going to have to go to Jono's.
Agreed.
April trip is around the release date. You bet your ass. I made sure that the two coincided.
Well, you didn't make sure. It just happenstance to happen.
Nope. When we got invited to the trip, I was like, any chance it's going to be around April 15th? And it's like, yeah, maybe. Or I could like make it around that time. I was like, April 15th, or as close to it as you can get. So we're going down to scoop up our bottle of Rock Castle. So Coupe de Ville, if you're not already in their Elkhorn members club, definitely sign up for it. You immediately get the right to reserve bottles. Oh boy. Yep. I'm just gonna move my hand over a little bit. But yeah, so you can also have somebody essentially grab them for you. So it's definitely worth it. The first year is a little bit pricey, but after that, the renewal is like a third of the cost. So I mean, we're gonna keep our membership for the foreseeable future. Oh. Okay, so
I'm tired now.
Yep. Put it up there. So we're gonna do the Saints Alley. I know Seth is already gonna be like, "Why are you doing this? I love this bottle. You're gonna make it harder to find."
Uh-oh.
Look, Seth, you know that we're about flattening information. So prepare for total. Oh, this label isn't great.
Uh-oh.
For total wine to being a mad dash. This is one of their in-house brands. This is a blend of straight bourbon whiskey, finished in Armagnac, and it's 107 proof.
I love Armagnac.
Yeah, it's no Chestnut Farms, but
oh no.
we'll see how it goes.
They really do try and push you on Chestnut Farms.
Within like 30 seconds of making eye contact.
They're like, oh, do you need help? And you're like, maybe. Like, what's new that you got in recently? They're like, Chestnut Farms?
This neck and cork combo sucks. It was like trying to squeeze a bowling ball through a garden hose.
Oh, that smells nice.
Woo! I get like molasses, a little bit of kind of maple.
Yeah.
Like a very light maple on it.
Or like a turbinado sugar.
Yeah, I do like turbinado. It's the best kind of sugar.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Like a candied turbinado.
It smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of obsessed with it.
I want a candle of that.
Well,
that was pretty crushable.
Oh my God.
That was really good.
That's like 8 different waves of flavor all packed into one sip.
I smacked my mouth and like it was just like pop rocks for a second.
You mean you like sloshed it around in your mouth?
No, I went like
smacked your lips. Heard.
No, I didn't smack my lips.
Well, this is smacking your mouth. That's why I was like, what did you hit your mouth with? Anyways.
You don't understand.
I've been binging your videos looking for closer places, have 2 young kids. I don't get to go shopping often. So we do, first of all, thank you. Appreciate it. We do also have our bottle shop. So we have access to a lot of things that are a little bit harder to find. We don't have access to everything, and definitely not everything that we find in stores.
Especially if you're trying to find like, you know, all the Buffalo Trace items are usually a little higher, but I did look at Eagle recently. It was like $60, which isn't awful.
Yeah. Some of the pricing I need to check in on because it's definitely gone up since I did price matching. For the love of God, please don't bum rush and deplete inventory now because we will actually lose money. It'll be great for you, terrible for us because we won't be able to make videos. So give me like a week before you start binging on our store shop, which is bondingbottle.shop.
We have to give like the distributor $500 and we'll be
I'll just reach out to them and tell them to cancel the order. When we first started our shop, we accidentally had a glitch that price set GTS to $0. So like 10 people went in there and tried to buy out the entire inventory. I'm in the middle of work. I'm just calling Kat. I'm like, reach out to them. Tell them to cancel the orders. So you thought you got us, but you done got. Don't come to Washington. We have to eventually. Whether you like it or not, we're coming to your state.
Yeah. My sister lives in Oregon. It's going to happen. Eventually we'll go up that way.
Yeah, Andy got us this bottle, and I see why you like it so much. This is really phenomenal. Good. This is like a little cat lecture on that night.
There was no way to get it off like without really stabbing it. It was really on there. No.
I keep telling her one of these days she's going to accidentally unalive me.
Yeah, I wish I still had the knife on me.
Accidentally. It's probably going to be during a live stream. Adding the membership the next pay period. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
That's for the Elkhorn.
Oh, one. Nice.
Have you had the Jeppson's Amburana? Yes. It is the art of subtlety for Amburana. It's really, really good. It's like a slightly elevated Buffalo Trace.
I do like that one.
A lot of those same kind of brown sugar notes that you get from Buffalo Trace and a lot of the baking spice, but just like an extra hint of cinnamon to it. It's really, really good. And it's like 120 proof. It does not drink that high in Amburana, and it definitely doesn't drink 120 proof.
True.
Wesley,
thank you.
Thank you so much. You know we love you as well. Wesley is very well respected in our community, does great reviews. Wes, we still have to circle back about getting you that equipment so you can start doing your reviews and video for them.
True.
And when those come out, you better believe we're going to tell you all about it. We're going to do everything we can to set them up for success.
I also saw more people in our Discord do the same format as Wesley in their reviews. I'm like, I love that.
What up, Foolproof Hunter?
Hello.
Signed bottle of this at Total Wine in Lexington. I mean, it's really good. I would buy it even if it was like slightly more expensive than what we paid for it. I think it was like $80, $70.
That's not bad.
Even
That's like
10 for 50 is a good price. You don't see that anymore.
Like a 3/4 of a chestnut farm. So I'll take it.
A portion of an acre of a chestnut farm. About to fix me an old fashioned cocktail.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Username checks out. What's the price point in this bottle? Not a base price. We just covered that one. Love that, Harold. It's great. Appreciate you, little old fashioned.
Thank you.
Do the same for him as well. Go subscribe to his channel. And what else? We are just for both guys, Elkhorn and Bobberts Unite. For those who are wondering what Bobberts is, there's probably only 4 of you.
No
in here.
way.
No. I'm saying there's probably only 4 people in here who don't know what a bobbert is, or who bobberts are/am.
Joke's on you. You are a bobbert.
I can't be. I can't.
No, not you. Them.
Okay. So that is the self-assigned nickname that our audience has given themselves because somebody showed up in the chat whose name was Bobbert, and then everyone just ran wild with it. I fought it for like the first 2 live streams, and now I've just accepted my fate. It's kind of funny.
Exactly. You just didn't like it at first, but now you're like, yeah, of course they're bobbers.
Yeah, like most things that you've gotten me into are just like, why are you doing this? Like, I think you should leave the show.
You got me into that.
Well, I showed it to you and I was like, I don't know if I like this. And then you're like, can we watch it again? Can we watch another episode? I was like, I guess 1 episode. And now we quote it all the time.
Yeah.
She just slowly wears me down.
I'm pretty good at that.
She is. It's the Sicilian in you. Just like you don't like it, you will.
Like you don't like me, eventually you will. I promise.
Or you'll die trying.
Because I'll try really hard. I'll be like, what's your favorite dessert? Do you like this type of food? I'll make it for you.
Yeah. Do you want to tell people about the first time you gave me a gift?
The first time? Well, the first time was
you brought it to Longman.
The first time was when I went to Japan.
That's true. When you didn't even remember who I was.
That's not true.
That is true. She went to Japan with her sister. For context, Kat and I met at one of my previous jobs when I used to work at Longman and Eagle in Chicago. She would come in every Sunday when I was working a brunch shift and would sit down like roughly around the closing time. So like we got to know each other a little bit. We started to like talk a little bit more than just like hey, you're a guest and I work here. And then she went to Japan and they went to go, where was it to go and get the Kit Kats?
Well, we got Kit Kats in like multiple places.
So she got a bunch of Kit Kats, but when they were out there, her sister, who would come in all the time as well, I'm not sure if I said that already, she was like, oh, should we get something for Chris? And she's like, who is Chris?
But I do that all the time when you're like, oh, Uncle Tim. I'm like, who is Uncle Tim? And then he'll be like, the person in our Discord.
Yeah. But
so like
you just saw me every week.
I know,
so
but that's
rude.
just how my brain works. I'm sorry.
Or it doesn't work.
But I got him really cute praying beads from Nara.
Mala beads.
Mala beads. Yeah. From Nara,
yes.
Which were super cute. And a bunch of deers bit me on the butt the whole time.
Yeah.
So I hope you like them.
They're looking for the sugar in your pocket. Have we tried ampersand optimist? Yes. I like it a lot more than Kat does.
Yeah. I think I'm just not crazy about buff turkey, and no matter how you like jazz it up, I'm not jazzed about it.
I like it a lot more than the rest of the buff turkey that we've tried. I think the problem therein lies the fact that it's better than the rest that we've had. I don't think that necessarily makes it one that we would want on our shelf to be the best of something that we don't typically enjoy. The Tokai finish on it is very layered and balanced. It does add a lot of complexity to it. And for the price point of like 140 to 150 bucks, I've seen it as low as 125. It's an absolute steal considering what other places are charging. But that also means that ampersand didn't receive empty barrels from the barrel broker. So they're not offsetting that cost to the consumer.
Yeah, which I'm sure Buckner's did.
We have heard information about it. We don't have a lot of detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the only time it's going to be released based off of the limited information we were able to get.
I'm interested in trying it.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Not a bad price. Not a bad price. Have we had a sample of Oak Bowery? We have not.
No.
I would love to get one. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I just think you're here for the zip line. God. Bomber, fuck, autocorrect.
What the fuck?
What up, Dave Grimm? Do we get still Austin in Illinois? You can get it at Binny's. You can get it at a lot of smaller scale places. You can get it at Garfield's.
If you're looking for like the limited releases, maybe it'll be a little hard to pick them up. But if you want like the core,
yeah,
you can find it friggin' anywhere.
That may have not been us. We read in the comments today, and I do agree that a lot of Chicagoans look alike. They look very similar. They look weathered and Midwestern. If you don't know what that means, you're lucky. If you do know what that means, you probably live in Chicago or a nearby city.
Yeah. Did you see someone with a hat on and a lady with a huge forehead? That you're just like, that's Chris and Kat. Why do you think I've had bangs my entire life?
You're so nice to yourself today.
Okay, a really round head.
We both have round heads.
Mm-hmm.
I take off this hat and I have like an 8 head. There's just 2 foreheads stacked on top of each other. This isn't even the bulge of the hat. This is at my actual head.
Has anyone seen you on this channel without your hat?
Yes, we have thumbnails, we have live streams, we have videos of me with a hat on. Well, you just earned a super fan, Kat.
Aww.
You go be with him now.
Okay. I live at your house now. Sure. I bring the corgis.
Because your sister remembered your name. Unofficially, yes. It is a funny story because Kat loves to be like, hey, I'm thoughtful. You didn't remember who I was.
Not true.
It is true. She does this all the time.
Moment,
she admits to stuff, and then she'd be like, that's not true. I'd be like, you just admitted to it. She'd be like, no, I didn't.
I'm not telling you any more secrets.
Or anything at all.
Yes.
All right, we have a silent relationship from now on. I met my wife online. We met, I don't know what DFW is.
DFW?
DFW. You see the words right here?
Oh, sorry.
DFW. Country music radio station dating service. Interesting.
Cute.
Married in 3 months. That's cute.
Wow.
23 years before she passed away.
Aww,
that was an emotional roller coaster, Mr. Mom. First of all, awesome story.
I'm glad you had someone you loved for so long.
Tragic ending. I love that you were able to find romance that quickly, that you knew you wanted with you for, I mean, as long as you could have it. That's very, very sweet.
I love that.
Just another Bobbert. 1 was astringent, 2 was much better. I mean, Brizzle has to start somewhere. We don't all know how to run as soon as we're born. You know, you have to crawl before you can learn how to walk before you learn how to run, and run before you can become Usain Bolt. So hopefully if he keeps on the track he's going on, he'll make something that has broad range, broad appeal, and be available in every market.
Mm-hmm.
So cold here in the Midwest. Yep, all the time.
I'm used to it now.
I wish I had seen your videos before I went. I'd have come back with a few great bottles.
Oh.
If you watched our videos, it would have been a lot more than a few bottles.
And it would have been a lot more expensive.
Yeah. And if you weren't driving, it would have been nerve-wracking to get them home.
We did that our first Kentucky trip.
Dallas to Fort Worth.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Our first Kentucky trip was like an entire Ford Escape worth of bottles. Like, I'm not kidding. Thank you so much. One of our newest Patreon members, Discord, Inner Circle members, and just all around very generous person. Thank you so much, Tim. Really, really appreciate it. What tater bottles are you excited for?
Oh, there are a ton of good ones coming out in 2026.
Batch 3 of Weller Millennium. I'm going to buy a case.
I do have polls coming up for this.
I'm kind of excited for the new Booker's Rye that was announced. A lot of people, did you see it?
No.
It's like, guys, let me know in the chat. I'm probably going to get some of this wrong. I know that it's like rye finished in apple brandy or apple something barrels. A lot of people have been hating on it. but quite frankly, the notes that you find inside of Booker's are naturally just in what they're finishing it with.
I would imagine that would be like an apple pie to a T.
Yes. So as I was trying to say, they're doubling down on the same flavors. So it does make sense. I know a lot of people are going to hate on it. Quite frankly, like I get that change is hard. You don't want to see something you love getting like transfigured into something that you don't want to see. You're afraid that it's going to lose its brand identity. Here it is. Finished in apple brandy and infused with cinnamon. I still think it's going to be interesting. Like, we were completely crapping on the reserves from last year, and it was actually one of our favorite bottles of the year. We spent the entire time up from when we heard about it to when we tried it being like, no, this is going to be crap. And then tried it and was like, okay, we're wrong. We're wrong. That's fine. Totally fine with being wrong.
One that I'm going back to that original question. Also, thank you so much, Josh.
You have opened up the floodgates for the notifications in Discord.
Oh,
God bless you. You will now know a portion of what my screen looks like after the end of every shift. I literally have to scroll past everything and just be like, clear. I'll go back later and look at it.
Yeah. Or while I'm working, I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What is happening right now?
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you.
Again, you can turn off any of these notifications at any point in time. You can mute the channels. For the love of God, save your sanity before you decide to just leave our Discord.
Yeah. Honestly, there are a few that I have muted. Not from our Discord, but from other Discords.
Yeah, we have basically all the other ones on mute now. What started as channels that we loved have slowly turned into things that we don't recognize anymore, and we just would rather just focus on our own community.
Yeah. Bring in positive vibes, you know?
Yeah, the other things that are coming out this year that we would be interested in.
Oh,
still Lost in Blue Corn whenever it comes out. That one's a given.
Cheesy gold foil.
I'm not spending $500.
It's not $500.
With the way that Russell's has been pricing everything, you think that they're going to release like a 15, 16 year with that type of name on it without it being at least like over $400?
But the label is so ugly. Why would it be $500?
That has nothing to do with value. You're focusing on the wrong part.
I mean, if it isn't $500, then I'm excited for it. I am excited for like.
Wait, lock it in. What's your cutoff for that price point?
$350.
Okay, so we're not getting that bottle.
We'll see.
We're not getting that bottle. It's going to be guaranteed over 350. It's probably going to be 400 to 500.
I'm excited for Old Granddad 114 single barrels.
Yeah, those look really good. This is a good one. Yeah, the next Star Hill Farms.
Star Hill Farms
definitely
will be exciting. I'm excited for some of the 1792s. I hope they're just not repurposed.
This is one that we're actually really excited for. Whiskey Acres is starting to use a very interesting hybrid for a lot of their distillation. So we've heard nothing but good things. That supposedly even their younger product is better than anything that they put out so far. So those are strong words, and we're going to put them to the test.
Maybe.
What else we got? Jack Daniels, whatever new releases are coming out, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably skip the 13th Colony. Those always end up being too expensive, or you have to jump through too many hoops to get them. And then Detlings, again, the really expensive ones we always pass on. I don't care enough to spend $300 on a craft whiskey, especially since he openly admitted he's raising his prices on purpose. Like, no, like we'll go and do a barrel pick, and if we can get a good price for it, we'll take on a portion of the barrel. We're basically just going to have the experience and lend our palates, but we'll see how it goes. Might have a split barrel on one of our websites. Jack age releases, missed the last few. I mean, they're all really good. Oh, here we go. Weller Millennium on sale for $5,700.
Such a steal.
If you guys want to crowdsource and all get 0.5 ounces each, it's only going to cost you probably about $500 a person.
No, there's 24 ounces in a bottle, so it'd be like $250
a person.
Yeah,
you sure that math tracks?
I'm pretty sure. Someone double check.
Yeah, somebody tell me. Tell us in the comments, how much would it be if everybody got a 0.5 ounce portion of Weller Millennium at the $5,600 price?
I'm locking it in at $250.
Sorry, $5,700 price. Russell's 13. We're gonna pass on that one.
Yeah.
After last year, I think I'm good without searching for him anymore. Evan Hill 22 would be great.
That'll be a cool one.
The Green River Honey, I'm actually really interested in.
Which was AI smut, but turned out to be real.
Yeah. Might have gotten the idea from AI smut.
It was too quick. It was way too quick.
You never know. And the Penelope Madagascar, I like the idea. I hate the marketing. The marketing feels a little lazy.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's fine.
Pass. Heard.
Pass.
Who keeps the box? I mean,
Oh,
we can put it up for a giveaway. Is the
True.
118.75 for 0.5 ounces of Weller Millennium. Who's no? Yep, that math
I
still
was
checks out.
so close.
No, this is for the 0.5 ounces.
Oh, 0.5. Okay.
This is for an ounce.
Okay, gotcha.
Thank you all for mathing that math for us.
Thank you.
No. I mean, yeah, actually, I think that Wild Turkey is the only thing keeping Campari afloat right now. Because if you looked at the end of year report for last year, or at least for the last quarter, Wild Turkey was the only thing pushing positive revenue for them. The brand itself, I think, was down like 1.2% for sales, but Wild Turkey was up like 8%. So if it wasn't for Wild Turkey's, like, as I call it, the escalator of pricing, if they didn't continue to do that, they definitely would have lost money this year.
As someone who works in like this universe, there is no way that they can keep up with those price increases. You are definitely going to lose your buyers.
Do you want to make a $600 old fashioned?
And put in a lawnmower.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Brazil did that with Weller Foolproof. We could do it with Millennium and just watch all the taters just get pissed off.
We would get a lot of views on that, though.
Yeah.
We don't own a lawnmower, so we would have to buy a lawnmower and the bottle.
We can crowdsource the lawnmower.
Who wants to ruin their lawnmower?
This is a very relative answer. It's dependent on the brand, how much we trust their credibility, whether or not there's transparency behind what's in it, the proof, the amount of years on it, whether or not it's finished in something, if it feels like really good value. So there's probably like 8 things I would have to factor in before I gave a set price. For context, when we go out, anything like past 150 is usually a no-go for us. We have to have the ability to actually try it before we say yes to it, which is why we were both surprised by the Garrison brothers from Gold Eagle. I mean, it's just really, really good. To an almost obnoxious point, it was really good because we both were looking at each other like, okay, it's good, but do we need it? And then as soon as we went to the shelf, Kat saw it and she's like, so we're grabbing this one. I was like, all right. I wanted to say it, but I didn't say it because I thought you were going to say no.
Oh.
And she's like, no, we're leaving with this one. So what else are we getting? I was like, we're going to blow out our budget again.
I think the most we spent is probably Russell's 15.
Yes.
I think
no. Calumet.
Calumet, yeah. Calumet 18 was the most we spent.
Yeah. So let's crack open the Wheelhorse rum finish.
Yeah,
now.
let's do it.
Yes. No, like hard rule. Like we used to have more of a budget back in the day where we were like anything over $45, which feels so long ago now. And so cheap in comparison. We're like anything over $45 is too expensive. And
They're not worth it.
And this is when we had like maybe 20 bottles in our collection. And then now we're like, that's only $45. Let's get 2 of them. So this is the Wheelhorse rum finish that we picked up on End of Bin. This is a rye. I believe this is still Green River sourced.
Oh.
Yep, still Green River rye.
Oh, that's strong rum.
I don't get that much rum. I definitely get the Green River rye coming through.
No, I get all rum. Caribbean rum, which could be anything.
From the Caribbeans, yes. King Kentucky small batch.
Rum.
Pass. Don't love the price point. I think they're definitely doing the same thing that Campari is doing, but doing it from a Brown Forman perspective of like, what's our most popular brand that people can't get a hold of? Okay, let's take it, let's batch it, let's proof it down, let's make it a couple $100s cheaper, and then offer it on the market, and people will buy it like crazy.
Yeah. It's
Oh, there we go. Offer a chainsaw. Yeah, I'll take it. Honestly, that would be funnier if we do a chainsaw with Weller Millennial.
dangerous.
I shouldn't find that so funny, but just the collective outrage of the community would be so priceless.
And then you slice down other tater bottles with that.
No, we cut down the box.
No, it would be
you,
funnier.
You use the Millennium inside of the chainsaw to cut the box in half.
Well, I was thinking having a line of just like regular Wellers.
Yeah. Mm. Do you want to make everyone on the internet mad?
Yes.
But yeah, so like I was saying, the collective outrage of the tater community would be hilarious, but I also don't want that smoke. I think it would be very funny if we set the Millennium box on fire and just cut it with the chainsaw filled with Millennium Rage Tater. I hate my mower, use mine. Love any rum finish. Yeah, give people your thoughts.
I don't know.
Yes. 1,000 times yes. Really good value.
Honestly, yeah. Especially if it's on end of bin.
What up, Nick Lapie?
Hey, Nick.
Thanks for joining us all the way from Disney.
I have a sneeze.
What?
That may not come out.
This is a cool story. You hype them a lot. We do, because they're a great value.
They are great.
They're absolutely
Fantastic
amazing.
value.
Yes, the Baltic beer one was surprisingly good.
I actually really like that one.
She was very much like, no, I don't think we're going to like this. And I was like, it's 30-ish bucks. Like, if it's $35, how bad can it really be? And if we don't like it, we can just give it away. We can do like some giveaways. We can basically just get rid of it. Like, it's 35 bucks. Let's give it a shot. Surprisingly good.
I'm getting like a lot of the agricole on this.
Well, does it say it's agricole?
No.
Well, then you can't say it's agricole.
Okay, like it has like a lot of rum bite to it.
Esters. Esters is the word you mean.
Yeah.
Because agricole is made with whole sugar cane.
The first sip, I did not get any rum. The second sip, I got a lot of esters.
Side note, they fucking better be. People have been getting really upset with the lower age statement, lower proof, and then kind of flip-flopping between the two
locations.
Yeah, they better be. I mean, they can't keep going down in quality and expect people to buy it while the prices are going up. So they really have to do something to switch it up.
And stop giving us like mediocre Barton products. You know?
That's a whole nother story. This one I've been reading about today is actually really surprising.
Wow.
Because that means that they also bought the company for less than they were valuing it at.
They had it for $1 billion.
It was up for $1 billion, and they got it for 3/4 of that.
Yeah, I mean that happens during negotiations.
Yeah, I get that, but it goes to show you that their evaluation of their brand was a little inflated. I mean, people love it. People swear by the Four Roses labels. We have never really been huge fans of them because it's variations of high rye. If you really like high rye, it's great. Sure, you can get into like the nitty gritty of the different mash bills and like the yeast and everything. But at the end of the day, the flavor profile overall is kind of like a blueprint for each different bottle. Fluctuations of minor circumstantial notes. But I think that they mass produce too much and they have to really kind of reel it back in now. So
they also came out with a lot of releases very quickly, and I feel like that just like over flooded the market.
They mass produced. They oversaturated the market. So I think they're really going to have to tighten up their policies and procedures if they want to be relevant in the market for a lot longer. Otherwise, that wine company just bought a well, I won't finish the rest of that statement. They bought a dog that won't hunt. Let's call it that. No whiskey for me tonight. Maybe too many Guinnesses.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, you have a loaf of bread in your stomach now. Can't say I blame you. I do miss Guinness from time to time.
I do like a good Guinness.
Then a new quest has been assigned. Yeah, go out and get the Wheelhorse. Went to Royal Food and Liquor because of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Nice.
What a selection. Yeah, it's only gotten better over time.
Oh, yeah.
When we first went there, it was a little more humble in comparison. Now it's become like a hot mess of get out as quickly as you can without spending $1,000. And we've never spent $1,000 there, but we grab a bunch of stuff and then we're like, okay, what things are we absolutely leaving with and what are we putting back? Joe Cayo? I thought it was Gaio the wine company, because that's what I saw earlier in another Discord. Yes and no. Four Roses was originally an American brand that they lost faith in it and then they shipped it overseas and was absolutely dominating in the European market. And then it wasn't until I believe it was Al Young decided to petition to have it come back to the States. And don't get me wrong, they make tasty stuff. It's just a lot of the expressions are a little too similar to the other things that they're releasing. And I want a lot of variation in my like brand product line. That's why I like the Wheelhorse brand is cool. Yes, it's the same distillate, but there's like a rum finish, there's a winter wheat, there's a cigar, a toasted barrel, a double oak, like all very interesting. With Four Roses, it's like, do you want limited? Do you want small batch? Do you want even smaller batch? Or do you want like 16 different combinations of mash bill? So it always was a little too similar to me. So like we went through 3 different bottles before we realized we were kind of over it.
Yeah. It's great as a highball.
Yeah, absolutely amazing as a highball. All right. We are finally caught up. Double oak worth 200. We haven't tried the Woodford double oak. Some people swear by it. Do we actually have? I think it'll be that white label back there.
I know we have a chocolate whisper somewhere. Yeah, that's a chocolate whisper.
Yeah. Redux. No, I don't think we have a double oak. If anybody could chime in, I'd actually really appreciate it because they're hitting in our market right now. I think they used to be like $400, not 400, like 300.
What? For what?
The double oak.
Jeez.
Yeah. So final thoughts on this one before we move to the next one.
I like it. It's not my favorite Wheelhorse. I don't think I would buy it again.
Opinion on Detling. Great stuff. Started as a really promising brand that had a very great future ahead of them. Started to get a little greedy about pricing with the intention of like staving off flippers and like people that are trying to mass collect them. I think that just in general, there's too many alternatives to it now to ever pay the prices that they have them currently at least like from Seth himself. Again, this is no hate on Seth. Like I respect what he's doing. He's trying to make sure his product's out there and available. It just doesn't mean I'm going to support it or buy it.
I don't know if I 100% agree with that.
What?
I think that like when he was first coming out, he only has so much like inventory. He's not like a giant conglomerate like Wild Turkey or Old Forester where they just have like rick houses and rick houses to pick from. He has limited limited product, limited distribution. The fact that he was in Binny's and like no one was picking him up, and then like it wasn't until the Bruzel video came out that he did have the opportunity to like actually like get his name out to increase his prices. I'm not saying that
that's not related. It's cause and effect.
I'm not saying like what he's doing with prices is right, but it gives him an opportunity to actually like price himself correctly.
It's not priced correctly. He went outright. He outright said that he was intentionally raising his prices so people can't scoop up as much of his product. So he has enough to bridge the gap between when he can catch up to distillation and age versus like what he's been doing up until then. So like, I get what you're saying. I like that you're trying to like find the silver lining, but like a lot of the brands that we highlight are the same kind of situation and circumstance, and they're not quadrupling their pricing. So yeah, I hear your point, but I don't agree with you.
I mean, Wild Turkey did this too, where like they weren't necessarily putting out these like high-end bottles.
This is not a good example. because
Okay.
Wild Turkey's a large scale distillery, and this is somebody who has the ability to set his own pricing without as many like chains of distribution and like handshake deals, marketing, stuff like that. Like you're not paying as many checkpoints. He has more control over that than a large scale conglomerate like Campari.
To an extent.
How is the Old Soul in the trophy case behind you? It is phenomenal. We mentioned it earlier in the
Super
video.
good.
We really, really like it a lot. It does have a little bit of kind of funkiness to it. If you don't like the craft whiskey funk, it might not be for you. That being said, it's not incredibly funky, but it's enough that if you're sensitive to it, you might not like it.
Yeah.
We absolutely love it.
This is our second bottle. We really enjoy it. I think that like
second of 3 that we bought.
Yeah. It's really, really just like something that you wouldn't expect. I wouldn't go in to like drinking that like, oh, I'm just gonna like wind down for the night.
Yeah.
It's
very unassuming.
Yeah. It's one that you're like, oh, this is different.
It's sticky and rich and cool and oily, and like it's got so much viscosity to it that it's such a satisfying pour. What about the Woodford Cask Strength Rye? We tried it. It's not bad. It kind of reminds me of the Middle West Pumpernickel, like the Pumpernickel Rye, but not all of that same overlap in flavor, but definitely very much like the Pumpernickel, like specific flavor that comes from that Middle West release. That cranked up a little bit in Proof Point. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. If it was cheaper, I'd be more interested in it, but at like 125 plus, I would never pick one up. What about you?
I don't remember it.
We tried it at Parker's.
I don't remember how it tastes.
All right, this is great.
So very unassuming to me.
Like 70 barrels a year or something. I mean, that's totally fine. I get it, but like pricing is still pricing. When you openly say you're raising your prices on purpose so you can eventually catch up to distillation, that's where I have a problem with it.
But
because
70 bottles
you're openly telling people that you're going to price gouge just so they stop buying as much of your product. That's how you lose faith in a consumer. Like, think about if, I don't know, like one of the soda brands that we like let's say Liquid Death, we fell in love with it. We start to enjoy it so much that we buy a bunch of it, and they're like, oh, we're not going to be $7 a 4-pack anymore. Now it's going to be $28 a 4-pack. Would you still buy it?
$24.
$28.
$28. Probably not.
Do you think that after like 4 years of it being at that price point and it went back down to $7, you would be interested in buying it again?
Sure.
It didn't sound too convincing, but I hear you.
I'm just thinking like at 70 barrels a year, and that's, hold on, I had to do math again. Usually you get like 150 bottles, right?
Not at Cask Strength and not in Alabama. Whatever math you're going to do is like predictive.
Yeah. I'm going to say like 100 bottles. So that's 7,000 bottles that he has for all of the markets that he's in. I'm guessing he's probably in like 20 states max.
No idea.
So that really is not enough. That is not enough to go and like even make a thumbprint into like a state.
I counter with that. And again, like, I'm not necessarily trying to throw shade at him. We can talk about a person and business practices as being two separate things. They don't necessarily have to be related. How he produces his whiskey, we respect. The flavors that come from it, we respect. It doesn't mean we have to love the business side of it. So, like, you can respect the craft and not the business. I try to find the balance of both. Again, like, making good stuff, wish nothing but, like, success and, like, good growth over the next couple of years. I'm just not really going to buy any of the premium stuff. Once you get me to $300 for a 5-year whiskey, you lose me. Are we witnessing a breakup? This is small potatoes. You should hear how we talk to each other when we're in other rooms. Like, if we can't hear each other.
My biggest pet peeve.
Pet peeve.
I said pet peeve.
She has like 1,800 different pet peeves. But like so
do you.
I'll say something to her and I'll be like, hey, Kat, and she'll be like, huh? And then I'll say something, she'll be like, yell. I'm not going to do it because the mic here, but she'd be like, "What?" I'd be like, "Can you calm down?" She's like, "I can't hear you." I'm like, just take it down a notch. I'm coming to you. And she's like, "Huh? What?"
And I've asked calmly many times, like, if you are going to like say something, instead of yelling it from your room, come to my office.
Yeah, and I do come to you and you still yell at me. So again,
Oh,
the
boy.
point was this is not the worst. And we are both Sicilian. Arguing is a rite of passage.
Yeah. Right.
The beginning of our relationship started with arguing. This is basically
No, it
yes, it did.
didn't.
It's basically Sicilian foreplay. What is your opinion on Wilderness Trail? Used to love it. Used to love everything that they were doing when they were independent. Campari has more or less made them dead in the water. They're not allowed to do anything over 5 years anymore. So the unique variety that they offered between like a 6-year or 8-year different outsourced distillate is just, it's gone. They've done a repackaging, a relabeling. It's cool. It's different. I think outside of that, they're not as relevant as they used to be, which is a shame because we loved them.
Yeah, super good. And I mean, Macaulay, who's now like
Macaulay.
I said, yeah, Macaulay.
Macaulay. There we go.
At Dark Arts, he was in charge of their single barrel program, and their single barrels were insanely delicious.
There's one we still think about from Binny's that was a rye that tasted like
peanut
M&Ms. It was so really, really, really good. We chased that high of Wilderness Trail for quite a while. Blue Top Old Soul is way better in my opinion. I disagree because that's just MGP distillate, but we all have our own opinions. And again, we don't hate MGP. We've just had so much of it. I want something different. I don't want to crack something open and be like, oh, this is like fine. And then look at the label and be like, they got me again. The pumpernickel is amazing. I mean, do you want ours? We don't really touch it. But the bigger was the special release auction stuff. Maybe I'm losing the context here. I think maybe this is the Detling again.
Detling, yeah, I'm guessing.
You see any of the crazy markups over MSRP relaxing anytime soon? They have to. Otherwise, the market's, again, we're not experts in the finance aspect of things. We just see what's on the shelves. I think that there's no way they can continue to polarize their markets into two different extremes. The people who are lower income or middle income can't really afford to buy whiskey like they used to. So the shelfers that are necessary to buy in order to get more allocation to sell premium products to the people that can afford those bigger, higher end bottles is like a broken chain that just doesn't make sense. So either the whole market's going to have to flip their special bottle relationship program between retailers and distributors, or the prices are going to have to come down.
Or it could go the opposite way where they just have two totally separate like business models. And
but how do you incentivize brands to buy enough of the product you can get the premium bottle?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You have
direct
to
consumer. They could do a lot more to that. Like
if that happens, retailers are basically done for. At least in my opinion.
You see it with some of the releases. I don't know. I think that it's difficult. I think that a lot of brands don't really necessarily think about the price aspect when it comes to like what they're putting out on the market. They're just like, yeah, it's older, so it should be more money. And that's not necessarily how consumers think about it. They think about like, how long will I have to save up to get this? Or like, is this for a special occasion? And by the time you're ready to buy it, someone else scooped it up. So
yeah,
there's always going to be that kind of like FOMO chasing.
Yeah, this is the last thing I'll say to touch on like the whole Detling thing. This is my main problem. Raising the prices doesn't get it into the hands of every consumer that wants it. It only gets it into the hands of the people that are willing to pay that much. And for me, that's the problem. I mean, especially because our perspective is as bourbon hunters. So we try to flatten that sort of like barrier with like showing more affordable price points for different products. So again, at least my perception of this is skewed by that. And that's what's making me be maybe a little brutally honest about it. But like I said, that's the last I'll say of it. Top 5 distilleries to visit on the Bourbon Trail. None of them are in downtown Louisville except for maybe Peerless. Peerless is a good
I
tour.
always love Peerless.
I mean, to just straight up visit, not necessarily tour, like Michter's is a great one.
Pictures is
Their
great.
bar is phenomenal. The whole elevator up to the bar experience is amazing.
Very beautiful.
Green River experience
Or
or the
Bardstown.
Bardstown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a buddy that runs the floor there over at Bardstown Bourbon Company. That's just great. He's also on Instagram. His name's Bourbon Goggles. John Cecil. He's a great dude. He's probably the only person in America, or one of the few, that has a approved bonded location like certificate for his home speakeasy.
Yeah. Super crazy.
Yeah, absolutely great dude. We were lucky enough to meet him when he used to work at Liquor Barn and just kind of developed a relationship with him. Is great people. They'll treat you great over there. Beyond that, I mean, everything else is going to be like kind of further out.
Yeah. I mean, if you're willing to drive, Wild Turkey is always great to go to.
Yeah.
I really like the Heaven Hill experience, even though we've never been able to do a tour.
Yeah, the tastings are
The
great.
tastings are great.
Especially if you buy the premium ones, they'll get you fucked up.
Yeah. What else? What else have we really enjoyed? We haven't done a lot of like tours. We always went during like the pandemic.
Yeah, the tours are a great novelty, but I feel like we've learned so much about some of these different brands that we look at it through a different perspective now, and there's not as much like, wow, ooh, ah, like we look at it and you're like, that expansion was the reason for a 20% price increase.
No.
That marketing over there didn't work. At least that's the way I look at it.
That is not how I look at it. I feel like a lot of the times, if you go on one tour, you've kind of gone on all of them. Like they always kind of talk about like the Bottled and Bond Act and like
how barrels are made,
and like how their distillate is made. And once you kind of hear that a few times, you're just like, yeah, I know how to do this now.
Yeah.
I think like ones that were different were, I'm trying to think of like ones that were truly I'm trying to remember.
I'm gonna go through the comments while you're
Okay.
thinking. Yeah, they might be doing single barrel picks, but they're not releasing any of their own distillate at 7 years anymore. At least that was the last that we heard of it. If that is not true, I would love to scoop up some of their actual label releases. Picks, maybe. I'm still kind of in the market for them. Pappy 20 is from 2024. Right? 2024? Yeah, because we didn't get one last year. Certain cultures, yelling is a form of communication.
Yeah.
I mean, both of us have enough backgrounds of different like yelling cultures that it's just kind of inevitable.
Okay, if you're gonna yell at me, do it in front of my face, not in a different room. Because I have like auditory, like when you have ADHD, you have auditory like sensory issues. And so he'll start yelling, but all I'll hear is just like, "Rah, rah, rah. Do you want soup?" And I'm like, why are you talking about soup?
I would never say soup. This is a bad example, but I hear what you're saying.
They're like, "Blah, dogs," and I'm like, what about dogs?
So this is the last thing I'm going to say on this because I don't want to harp on this anymore. We will both do that. When she talks to me, she'll mumble. She'll be like, I'm like, what are you saying? I will be like, I was wondering if you want to go downstairs and take the dogs for a walk. And she'll be like, speak up. So we're basically already like 95 years old, both with hearing loss and just yelling at each other from the other room.
I don't have hearing loss.
It's an example. It's an example. I said it's like we're 95 years old with hearing loss.
I asked for walkie-talkies in the house,
no.
And he said no walkie-talkies.
Because I know how she is. She'll expect me to have it on all day long, and then I'll be in the middle of editing, and she'll just be like, meow.
No, I won't.
Meow. Yes, you will. Well, anyways, we're moving on. We're moving on
to say like 10-4, so you have to get the lingo.
We're moving on.
No,
we spent too much time arguing about how we argue. More Detling for me. 11 states plus Europe.
11 states.
The-
That's
The Europe gets me mad after everything that we just mentioned. You get Whiskey Tree. I don't know what that is. Love Michter's. Michter's is such a great brand. Local distilleries. Koval isn't one of them. We don't dislike them. They're just not our favorite. Whiskey Acres we've never gone to, although
Jeppson's.
they
we
have
love.
invited us multiple times. Jeppson's is great, but they're not really open for tours or much of anything public. Judson and Moore is
Judson
great.
and Moore is fantastic.
Should I tell people? Should I tell people what Colin said?
Wait for a while.
Fine.
Fine. It's not local, but there's two that are in like Southern Illinois that like Kenny Farms.
Kenny Farms is great.
And Silver Tree are both fantastic.
Yeah, both are farm to glass. They're really, really good. Very, very humble people. Very nice. Very easy to talk to. Very approachable. Silver Tree is absolutely nuts because they have a prodigy that they're working on right now, who is one of the kids in the family. I think he's like 8 years old now, maybe 7, something like that. And he's already created his own mash bill. He's picked his own like barrel that he wants to put stuff in. I think if that kid keeps on the straight and narrow for the family business, like he's going to be the future of whiskey. He's going to be very, very smart and have so much practice and experience under his belt. He's going to blow other people out of the water right out of the gate. That is the hope. We will see. I don't know if I would say Bardstown is underrated.
People know about Bardstown
Yes.
and Green River.
Yes. I don't know if I would say either of these brands are underrated.
I would say they're overlooked a lot of the times because people want to get like a lot of Buffalo Trace and things like that.
This could also mean for like the tours and stuff like that.
Maybe.
If you're talking about the tours are great. At least we went to Green River and the tour was awesome. If you're talking about the product itself, I would kind of reject that notion.
Yeah.
I would say agreeing with what Kat said. They are very well known.
Also, if you go to Bardstown, in their Bardstown location, they have their Prohibition room too.
Yeah. We are going to be stopping at Larrikin when we go down to Kentucky in April.
Larrikin's going to be super cool.
Yeah. Super excited. I hope Greg's there. I'm going to try to get proper drunk with him. I'll be like, you want to go shot for shot?
Proper damp?
Speaking of which, Damp Feb in the comments. If you want to win a sample of something that we are cracking open, I should probably actually put the rest of the stuff back up here. So that was the second thing we opened, I think. The Jeppson's was the first.
We need to do these next.
Yeah, I'm going to. One thing at a time.
Oh.
Then it was this one. Okay. So these are, wow, that looks, you can't see it at all because of that. Yeah, so these are the ones that we're going to be doing samples for. We'll see how far we get beyond that. Whiskey Thief, we do have a bottle from them. I like the idea. We still haven't cracked open the bottle. We'll have to see how it actually tastes. Gotta catch up.
I think it's actually underneath there.
It's behind you, I think.
I have tater bottles behind me.
You also have craft whiskey. You were right. It's over there.
Boom. Can you say that more often?
Be right more often.
I am
Turn
right.
Tycho amps to 11. Hearing loss. Oh boy. House walkie-talkies. Hell yes. You guys are making all of this hard for me now.
See,
first we're
know.
Bobberts. Now you're encouraging the house walkie-talkies. I told her that's what phones are for.
I'm not going to call you every time when I could just go like, are you around?
Love watching couples channels because it makes me feel normal in my own situation. Yep. I'm glad we can give you a little bit of Schadenfreude.
I'm going to put on YouTube, should we get walkie-talkies?
Oh, no,
yes or
no,
no?
you're not. No, you're
And
not.
if it's
No, you're not.
over
No, you're not. No, you're not.
95%,
We
then
do this.
we are getting
We do this content
walkie-talkies.
together. I veto this. We have to both agree what we put online. I just got home to miss the giveaway. No. We are amping up to it. So far, these are the candidates for the giveaway. So we never even talked about the pursuit.
It's good.
Yeah. I do like the double oak flavor on it. It's very good. It's a little more subtle
It is
than I
very
thought it would
subtle.
be. But I mean, this is crushable. I
Yeah.
could accidentally drink like half of this bottle.
It's very easy to drink. And it's also French oak, if anyone cares.
Is it French oak?
Mhm.
Yeah. Heavy charred French oak. Toasted and heavy charred. Interesting. Yeah, it's a little fruity.
A little fruity,
It
a
has
little
a little raisininess to it, which comes out of nowhere.
a little toasted sugar or like caramelized sugar.
Yes. Silver Spring sweet rice sample was very good. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we need to check in with them to see if they're putting out their white dog yet, because it's good. Thresh and Winnow is phenomenal. Easily the best stuff that Koval is making.
Yeah.
We do love their 10-year rye. It's an 11-year rye. They just push back the label too many times with TTB, and then they're like, fuck it, it's a 10-year. We don't care. It is great. We absolutely love it. Their single malt's also really good. We don't really pick that one up, though, because we just don't always reach for single malts. I think the other ones, I don't think we've tried them yet. The other Thresh and Winnows.
We haven't tried the oh gosh, what's the other one? The malt?
We mentioned the single malt already. There's
millet.
millet.
Millet is what I'm trying to
There's
think
millet, wheat, and then I can't remember the last one. We have tried High Banks. We have tried Waterford. We've tried Middle West as well. Eventually, we'll get out there to do some tours. Justin Moore barrel pick in the pipeline. It better be red corn. We're trying.
We're trying.
Look, I'm doing everything I can to get front of line for a barrel pick. But
yeah, they don't have a single barrel program right now, so we might, pioneer our way.
Really like the Bardstown tour. It means they are rated, and I would rate them higher. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I will take my lickings on this one.
That's what I said. They're like overlooked. Like people, it's a notable brand, but it's overlooked. Like if you
should be in the circles that we're in, because nobody underrates it in the circles we're in.
Well, that's not true. But if we were in, like, if you were looking at a Discord and there was a lineup of like Weller Antique, like I don't know. All I can think of is like Weller's right now. So a Weller Antique, Weller 12, and then a Green River Weeded. What do you think people are gonna pick up?
One more time. Weller Antique.
Weller 12, Green River Weeded.
2 Wellers and a Green River Weeded.
That's all I could think of. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
not a good example,
okay,
but I hear you.
Weller 12 or Green River Weeded. What do you think people are going to grab in that?
Depends on the price point.
It's both MSRP.
Weller 12.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it's overlooked.
But that's tater goggles.
But that's how people look at bottles.
I love this night so far. What are your thoughts on filming with meta glasses, and what do you film with now? I don't love the prices for meta glasses. I don't think I would want them for that reason alone. Also, like, sometimes the POV stuff can be a little disorienting.
Yeah.
I don't always love it. I like the idea of it.
I saw someone on a roller coaster and I did not like that.
No.
That just like freaked me out. I was like, I already have vertigo watching this.
Yeah, and I also have vertigo. Just in general, I get it pretty easily. So
one of my favorite cooking Instagrams, Groovy Food. She does like a lot of meta content, and she actually does like a really good job of it.
Yeah, I also again, the pricing, the perspective on it is a little bit harder. We don't always want to get everything in view as well. So, like, for instance, it's easier to hold a camera and then something happens off screen and you can kind of look at it, versus like if you're forced to turn and look at something. We try very hard to keep people out of our videos that didn't already agree to be in it or are just randomly shopping. We don't want to like throw anybody's image out there like that. So I'd be interested in trying it, but I don't know if I would like buy one to film with.
Maybe if I was out of town, it would be helpful.
I would just use the camera. and just like switch back and forth between selfie mode. So what we use is the DJI Action 5, which is essentially a GoPro alternative. It works. We had to tweak a lot of settings to make it look studio worthy, but yes, it is easy to use. Need to get to Larrikin due to father's naval carrier and the owner's tie-in as well. Yeah, take your dad.
That would be cute.
It's a great place.
I love that.
Love the content. Thank
Thank you.
What's both of y'all favorite distillery and least favorite bottles that are popular to the masses? Ooh, I'm gonna let you start to feel this one while I step away for a second.
Why do I have to do this? My
Good luck.
It's so hard to pick favorites. I don't know. I have favorite bottles. I don't have favorite distilleries. That's not true.
Liar.
I love them all equally. Right?
True. That is not true. You're such a liar tonight.
I'm not a liar. I have another name for you.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna start with my least favorite popular bottle. I'm gonna go really controversial, and I'm gonna say Old Forester Birthday Bourbon, because the last few ones have really sucked, and they're just
the last 5 or 6.
yeah, and they're not worth the price point.
They're definitely not.
It's definitely one that's like super overhyped and just like not necessarily worth it. What would you say is your?
Whereas I agree with Old Forester Birthday Bourbon being least favorite popular bottle, I don't think I would actually choose that as mine. I'm probably going to go fire from the hip, and it's probably going to backfire. Favorite distillery, I would say I do really like Casey Jones a lot.
Casey Jones.
The problem is
yeah.
it's hard to find. Just all the releases are very unique. It's very, very hard to replicate what they're doing. And they just have so much variety and so much character, especially for like a young brand. It's really hard to get that all right in the first like 5 to 10 years of being open.
True.
Least favorite popular bottle. Man, this is going to be tough.
I'll put my favorite while you're thinking. I think one of my favorites right now is still Austin. It's really good.
Like your favorite or favorite distillery?
Favorite distillery.
Okay.
Yeah. Among one of my favorite distilleries. Like it's definitely at the top end. They have really cool limited releases. Their core products are really good and reasonably priced. And although I hate how limited some of their limited releases were this year, the ones that we got were delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having a really hard time picking my least favorite popular. I think Birthday Bourbon probably is like right on the money for us. I think that there's one that like
I want to know what people are thinking. Put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat. I want to hear everyone else's opinion too. I think I might actually just settle on Birthday Bourbon because every time I have it, I'm always disappointed. Just because there's not enough proof, there's not enough going on. Some people will argue that it's really complex at a low proof, but my response is, why low proof though? It's like you keep lowering the age statement and lowering the proof at the same time, but keeping the price point the same. Like, why should I continue? Why should anybody want to continue to pay for it?
And people were shitting on Elijah Craig barrel proof when they were doing that for years.
Yeah.
And then you get that with Birthday Bourbon and they're like, oh, but it's so good. You're like, yeah, it's just a pretty bottle.
Yeah. I would say probably Calumet 18. I think that we saw enough people putting it in blind flights, going up against like a GTS and like a couple of other things. And even at like the $400 to $500 price point, it was still ending in last place in other people's blinds. I find that comical, especially to see the backflips and somersaults that people will do to justify their purchase when it's getting smoked by something that's MSRP of like 100 to 150. Again, this is meant to be a fire from the hip reaction. I know not everybody's going to agree with that perspective, but I just find, again, it to be comical, and that's why it's my least favorite.
Yeah. You know what I really like on this one is it has like a nice sweet tea finish to it.
Sweet tea and raisins.
Yeah,
Not a combination of things I ever thought I would like.
I'm into it.
So we've looked at side by sides for the Insta360. It definitely warps the perspective on the camera. Like you're never going to get like a truly cinematic feel from anything handheld. You really have to work with the equipment and know the limitations of it. I feel like we understand our limitations well with what we're doing.
Especially bottles. You don't want them warped.
Yes. The trade-off is like the macro lens on the Insta360 is a really good feature. We don't have that on our current camera, but I think just in general, I don't think it can do what we're trying to get it to do. And sometimes you don't want a larger range. You want to be able to frame something within like a less distracting context. Like if you think about our videos as it is, I'm sure you're kind of looking around a little bit as we're talking about something like, oh, I wonder if they're going to mention that, or, oh, I see that. I haven't seen that before. If we like expand the range by like 30%, like for me, that's ADHD paralysis. I stop paying attention to the video and I start looking at each and every other thing besides what the content's about. And then I have to go back and watch it, or I'll realize like there was something that the person missed or forgot or whatever. So it's a lot.
True.
It's a lot to maintain. There is a such thing as information overload, and we already give enough information on our videos from our mouths, let alone the camera. Still Austin is killer. Yep.
Yeah.
Least favorite. I would agree with that as well.
I saw two Elmer T. Lee's in there.
Elmer T. Lee is what Kat would call medium soup.
Yeah, it's medium soup.
It's fine.
It's not a small soup. It's not a large soup. It's medium soup.
Yeah, and medium soup shouldn't exist.
No, there's no need.
Exactly. Should have snatched Casey Jones single barrel wheated. Yes, absolutely yes. It's very good. Some of their wheateds. So this is where we go down a rabbit hole for this brand. They have done a lot of switching up of mash bills throughout a lot of their different releases. So not all of their 4 grains are going to be the same. Not all of their wheateds are going to be the same. If they offer a mash bill on the side of the label, definitely focus on that. If it aligns with what you already know about your palate and what you like for different mash bill compositions, by all means, grab it. If there's a place that offers you a sample of it, try it before you grab it. I still think it's going to be good. It does have a little bit of that like wheat funk to it.
Yeah, it's a little funky.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. We never asked the person's question. Bernheim, cash strength. We'll circle back to that in a minute.
Okay.
But overall, yes, good value. They don't taste as young as they are printed on the label. They are very, 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 very good for craft whiskey.
Yeah, delicious.
Bernheim, cash strength. Person asked us twice. We pulled the comment up and totally just forgot. Yes, we've tried it. It's not for us for that same wheat funk that we're mentioning. And it's a little hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like aggressively hot at times.
Like that is one where you are not sipping it straight, at least for us. Like, and we're proof hounds for the most part, but that one was just so harsh. And every time I feel like I'm getting like sick afterwards because it hurts my throat so bad.
Oh, this is a controversial one. Stag Junior, just mostly single note. I will vehemently disagree with you, but just because we've tried multiple batches from the same year, and batch A, B, and C are never going to be similar. And then now that you're throwing batch D into the mix, they're significantly different. So what we've kind of noticed is B batches are always kind of middle of the road for a brand.
Yeah.
I think it's because of the time of year that they dump the barrels. You're going to just get a different reaction between like the natural heat cycling of seasons. And that's assuming a brand's not forcing heat cycling. I think that the B batches are always going to be middle of the road for that. The A batches are going to be a little less traditional for the brand. C batches are going to be a little bit more like heightened. Like what you find is like normal notes are going to be amplified. And then Stag's really the only D batch company, and that's like for the last 2 years. So the jury's out for that. But yeah. I would vehemently disagree with that.
We love Stag, but I could see, especially if you're not like a huge cherry fan.
Yeah. I will say I do respect your opinion. I just don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Birthday bourbon sucks. But the one that people are completely wrong is Michter's 10 bourbon. Nothing special about it at all. Passed up mixers. Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's been a long time since I've had it. I do think that a lot of the things that people hyperfixate on are usually, at least to us, not as good as all the fanfare is around it.
True.
I think sometimes, I need to say this in a way that comes out intentional. Sometimes people try something and they just stick with it, and it becomes the only thing that they really like grabbing every time they see it because they have a fond experience with it, or it just makes sense for their budget or their palate or their price point. I don't think it's always the best. I think sometimes we get comfortable with the things that we have first experiences with, and then we don't force ourselves to change or try anything different. So I think for that reason alone, I would agree it's maybe a little overrated. But do I still want one? Yes, I have ADHD and autism. I need to complete the lineup here.
I would love to complete things. That's what made Chris and I build out our collection so quickly is
ADHD.
We just wanted to complete things.
Yeah.
Like, and every time we went out, we're like, okay, let's go and find like a Michter's Toasted.
Yeah.
We would come back with like 3 other bottles.
Yes. And these are the Pokemon of bourbon collecting. Like, we started one region, you can consider like the original game to be like Kentucky. And then like the expansion is like, oh, now Tennessee whiskey is interesting. Okay, now we're going to the next map. That's like Texas. Like, what's cool around there? So before you know it, there's like 1,000 different versions that you could get that you want, but sometimes there's only one per market, one per store. It's hard to get.
And if you're not buying a bunch of other stuff in the store, it's really hard to get those bottles.
Yeah. Not a fan of Garrison Brothers. Normally I would have agreed with you. Over the last like year and a half to 2 years, we've really done a 180 on it. And like, we've really started to like it a lot more. When, I mean, back in 2022 or 2021, we both would have been like, ugh,
yeah,
ugh,
like way
so
too
gross.
leathery.
Yeah, too leathery, too dry, not enough going on, kind of weird. Not for me. Now, I mean, the richness of it is just so satisfying.
It's really thick.
Yeah, very syrupy and viscous.
I think it also helped going to World of Whiskey and trying all of the Garrison Brothers, because like there are some that I would definitely just pass over and not even think to get again.
And this is going to be a brand that we passed up a few times before we got it. I'm going to need you to get that one. This is Tintype, the Old Soul Tintype Series 3. So we did talk about this in a video like 2 weeks ago, I think, maybe 3. I think it was 2 weeks ago, actually. No, the whole neck.
I know, it just came off.
There's been a lot of that so far. Like, this one's hanging on by a thread. You can see it there. Maybe I can. No, that's not helping it at all. There we go. Yeah, it's not a good night for whatever material this is.
Yeah.
It's not even cellophane. It's some weird one-off.
It's always such a bummer. And you're just like, now you're naked.
Yeah.
This one.
I got scolded the first time I did that with a bottle at Longman. They're like, don't ever do that again.
I'm sorry. This is a 11-year.
You went for a stiff pour.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm like right over it, so I can't tell. 60% corn, 36% rye, and 4% malted barley.
This is MGP super high rye.
And if anyone's wondering, the blues artist that is on here is Kenny Brown, not the NASCAR driver.
I wouldn't have known that, so thanks for that. Full disclosure, we were sent this bottle. Yeah, we were sent this by Old Soul. We're still going to give it an honest review. You know that we're not always in love with MGP, so that might enhance how we feel about it.
And his feelings about MGP.
Don't get me started about feelings about things.
It smells good.
It does smell good. It smells nutty.
And fruity.
It is very fruity.
Like Fruit Loops.
Very uncharacteristic for MGP.
I mean, I'm getting like a lot of ethanol, but it is a fresh crack.
So I want to circle to this one, talking about the dewarp. Yes, we use dewarp settings, but I look at things with dewarp on and off, and it doesn't always make it better. Sometimes it like really distorts the video that you get to a point where it doesn't look natural and it looks kind of off. So I don't know if I fully love having to use that much dewarp on something with that much range.
I want you to take a sip because I have a tasting note.
I would agree with this as well. Oh my God.
Can I say my tasting note?
Give me like 5 more seconds.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of something before you taint my notes with like your information.
Okay.
Well, because it's like you don't want to share notes while you're writing them down.
Yeah.
Saying them out loud is the same thing. Okay, go ahead.
Bubble gum.
Samoas.
Samoas.
I get coconut. I get a little bit of caramel. I get a little kind of bready cookie vibe to it. I definitely don't get bubble gum. At least you didn't say grasshoppers this time.
This tastes like Wild Turkey 8-year to me. I'm not mad about it.
I don't get the rye spice.
Oh, now I get Samoas.
I would say it's maybe closer to like the 70th anniversary.
Maybe.
I don't think I agree with the 8-year. I had it not that long ago, and I don't get any of that rye spice.
I do get a lot of like the same mouthfeel I get from Wild Turkey.
Do we only drink bourbon neat predominantly?
Yeah.
If something's really, really, really hot, like abrasively hot because of the amount of rye spice or wheat to it, we'll add some drops of water. Very rarely will we use ice cubes.
Most times we'll just suffer through it.
If not, what's your favorite recipe? Like, do you mean for a cocktail or a mash bill? If we're talking about a mash bill, I mean like low rye, wheated, we tend to like a lot.
For a favorite cocktail, there's so many.
Battle of New Orleans for me.
I love a Final Word, and I love a Manhattan.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to explain some of these. Final Word is a riff on a Last Word cocktail, but it's made with rye and lemon instead of lime juice and gin or mezcal, whichever you prefer for a Final Word cocktail.
Also,
for a Last Word cocktail.
In the summer, I love a whiskey smash.
Well, you're getting too far, so we have to explain the other cocktails. The other one is Battle of New Orleans, which is basically merging all the best aspects of an old fashioned and a Sazerac together. So it's an old fashioned backbone. If you have like an atomizer for absinthe, you want to spray it in the top after you're done with the build for it. It does swap out old fashioned or Angostura bitters for Peychaud's, so it's a little bit more aromatic. And then you use a lemon coin instead of an orange coin or peel. It is really, 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 really good. I sell a lot of them at my job. And most people that have never heard of it try it, and then they become so obsessed with it, they want 2 or 3. I think the most I sold to somebody was 6. They did pass it around the table. I didn't just serve them 6 cocktails straight up, but basically everyone that I gave the table was almost sacrificial. So, all right, I need to start removing wrenches here. People are going to start to lose access to their privileges.
We just promoted Nick.
Well, you're demoted until you stop seeing moist Bert.
I did see the note about Peerless.
Peerless Absinthe Barrel. It is really good.
No.
It's very expensive, though.
I think. It just said, like, Peerless is too expensive.
Yeah, their single barrel pricing isn't the best.
Their pricing across the board is really expensive.
It is all sweet mash, though, so, like, you're never really paying for any sour mash repurposing. You're always paying for new product. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. But we always like them. We just hate paying for them.
Yeah. Like their double oaked rye is incredible.
It's very good.
But it's just so pricey that, like, if I already know I'm going to leave with 3 bottles, I can't be like, okay, and one of those 3 bottles is going to be $130.
Yes. Kevin, if you think that Tanner Hill is worth the hype, we'll give you some store pick samples and you tell us if you still feel that way. That's the only reason why we don't like it that much. We've had store picks that can honestly bury it.
Yeah, so amazing.
Shopping at Royal. Yeah, no problem, man. Royal's the best. They have they honestly have too much product. It's kind of dangerous every time we go there. Cheers from Texas, St. Alley, Iron Root is my jam, Balmoral, and Cowboy Bourbon. We still need to try the Cowboy Bourbon. But yeah, this St. Alley is actually really good. Really, really, really like it.
Really good. I think that's one of my favorites of tonight.
Evolving food for me.
I think we saw it at B liquors. If you're willing to take like a drive.
See? Sweet Cindy loved the Booker's tequila finish.
Thank you.
See? Suck it, the rest of the internet.
Suck it, all of you that don't like it. It's really good. It's really unique.
It is. And like we said in our top 10 whiskey review, we said if you're really sensitive to those vegetal notes, you're probably not going to love it. And that's totally fine. Not everyone has to agree about everything.
Yeah.
I just think that there was a lot of like predetermined hatred that got in the way of people. And we had the hatred too. And it surprisingly fueled how much we loved it. I think that it really, really surprised us in a way that we never could have expected.
We probably would have never tried it if it wasn't for going to that bottle share.
Yeah.
So go to bottle shares, make friends with people, so you get to try all the things that you wouldn't normally buy.
Do you want to do a quick point for point?
Oh, I mean,
I want to start with this one.
Go for it.
Lifestyle brand. Too expensive.
I would also say lifestyle. I would say overpriced.
Well, that's kind of what I said. Yeah, lifestyle brand, too expensive. We'll merge that together into one.
Yeah.
Too much grassiness on a lot of them.
Very grassy.
Sometimes it's Canadian whiskey, which I don't love.
Not a lot of transparency, which is frustrating.
Yep.
Especially when you're buying like one of their higher end bottles, like the Boss Hog, there is literally like no transparency for a $500 bottle.
Too much similar marketing, like stock in every other third product that they release. I don't need to be reminded that it comes from a farm. Differentiate between the product. It should be not just in the name. It should also be the label. The labels are too the labels are diverse, different colors, different things going on, but it's like farm stock, wood stock, like was one called camp stock or something like that. It's too similar, too hard to remember the ones that you actually like. And even the more approachable ones that we've had, like the what was it called? The 6-year one?
The 6-year.
But what was the name of it?
It's just a 6-year.
No, there's like a nickname for it.
Something with a hog.
Hog?
It has the black label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hog something.
It's not hog salt.
No.
But it's something. But I would say like they're never ahead of the curve when it comes to these trends. They're usually like pretty far behind. And if I was gonna go for like a company that's majority rye focused, I'm gonna go for Sagamore.
Yep. Lots of gimmicks from Whistle Pig. Fully agree. There we go. Piggyback.
That's it. Like that's one that I used to enjoy. I haven't revisited it in a long time.
And we go through a lot of like cycles where like at one point in time we really loved Willet and we loved a lot of rye flavor and we liked Piggyback and we liked Farm Stock and we liked a lot of different things. And then as we started to find those same overlapping flavors in either the entire brand expression or in similar things that can achieve the same flavor profile with a reduced price point, we started to move away from some of those. So like to this day, we don't really touch the Willet line anymore just because we overdid it. Same thing for Whistle Pig. It just can't really do it anymore. And like, that's how we probably ended up getting to where we are now with so many different types of bottles and so many in our collection. The variety is nice. If you buy to only match for your specific palate, if you're looking for like, for just an example, like cherry, brown sugar, vanilla, caramel, you can find that in 1,000 different brands.
Yeah.
But it's not ones that we're going to reach for that often, because when you break down the actual takeaway from flavor and experience, if your degree of variation is like 1 degree, you should possibly just downsize your collection and only buy the same brand. The same label, the same release. Every time you run out of it, just restock it. But like for us, the closest overlap into flavor we probably have is Old Forester 100 proof and Jeppson's 100 proof medicinal cherry. That's it. Everything else that we have like skews way further in other directions.
I would say we have like quite a few things that have medicinal cherry to it.
But I'm saying that those are the 2 things that are that closely related.
Parallel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Piggy bank.
Piggy bank.
You mean they should have just called it cash grab, honestly.
Yeah. I think that like it also helps to try a bunch of different things too, because then you truly actually get to understand your palate. Like I know with rye, I don't like that funky, like grassy, like aspect.
Elderflower kind of grassy stuff.
Yeah, but I do love other rye, like this Pursuit rye, and I really love MGP rye, and
Speaking of MGP, this is really good.
yeah, I love
really like it.
Jack Daniel's rye, but
they're all very different.
They're so different from each other. I just know that I don't like that grassy aspect.
So that's a perfect jump off point for this comment here. Being new to bourbon can be overwhelming. Any suggestions from major distillers, any craft distillery must-haves, being mindful of lack of experience? I would recommend go to your local liquor store and find as many mini bottles as you can. Give yourself like a budget for it. Make it like $40 and just buy as many from different brands as you can find. Buy a lot from the same brand also. Like if you're looking for, like, what's a good example? Like if you're looking for Buffalo Trace products, maybe they have like a little Traveler, maybe they have a little Buffalo Trace, maybe they have like a little Sazerac Rye. Like buy a bunch of them and sit down and go through all the different flavors on them and take notes. Like they don't have to be super advanced in the beginning because you're maybe not going to pull out all the flavors because you don't have enough parallels for it yet, but give like plus or minus. Like if it's a plus, that means it's something that you would buy again, or you would explore more with those kind of flavors. If it's a minus, it's something that you don't love, or you'd have to be in the right mood for, which is probably not going to give you the information that you need to make educated decisions about the stuff that you should start to lean towards. So that's a great way to start. And then you scratch a lot of names off the list right out the gate. And then for craft distilleries, I mean, it's really dependent on your takeaways from that big, like small bottle sampling that you do.
Also where you live too. Like if you're trying to get like Walleye Run and you're in California,
probably not going to get it. Yeah, probably not going to get it.
So like look for what's local to you, or if you are traveling, like seek out brands around there that people have talked about. My other note with like starting new to bourbon is don't just go for tater bottles.
Yeah, absolutely. Fully agree with that. I would also be mindful of this comment here. ChatGPT gets a lot of things wrong. It doesn't understand the unique human experience of like pulling flavor, and flavor isn't always tangible. It pulls its information from a multitude of different sources. Sometimes it could be parody reviews. Sometimes it could be people that have very skewed perceptions of things. Maybe it's somebody reviewing it that prefers single malt. Maybe they're not going to like every bourbon that they run across, or maybe the opposite is true. So I think that it's important to really just get out there and experiment. If you have a local bar or something where they have like good deals, like maybe a happy hour or like discounted pricing for something, or like flights, do that. It's the greatest way to get an example of what you actually enjoy and to continue to pursue it. But like, regardless of what we say, regardless of what anybody else says, find out what your palate is and follow it. Don't just chase the bottles that people tell you are good. If you hear, like if you start to figure out the flavor notes you like, and you start to hear those flavor notes attached to bottles that are interesting, pursue them. Definitely pursue them. But like, don't only listen to other people's opinions. What you feel about those bottles is the only truth that matters to you. And that's like the hardest thing that people forget sometimes. They'll say things like, oh, you're making that up, or like, no, I don't get that at all. That's fine. Everyone's experience is different, but don't let anyone ever dissuade you from what you know to be true for your own experience.
Yeah.
Just don't call them a liar.
It's all each other's or individual experiences. I would also say, like, if there is, I like to kind of, if someone's newer to bourbon, I usually like to ask them what kind of dessert they prefer. Because if they're like, I really like caramel, or I really like cherry ice cream, or I really like chocolate brownies, like you can kind of tailor that a little bit more and find those overlapping notes. Also, on a side note for AI, we're a Claude household. We do not use ChatGPT.
We don't always use Claude.
We are from now on.
Cat's doing a bit.
No, from now, I'm serious. We are a Claude household.
You can do Claude. I do what I want. So if you could only drink one brand or line, what would it be? We actually got asked this very similar question. It's like desert island bottle. You can only have one bottle for the rest of your life, but you can have a limitless supply of it. What would you pick? My answer was easy. Like a lot of people at the Iris event were saying like GTS. I was like, yeah, okay. Like, of course, 30 people are going to say that. Right? I'm exaggerating. It was like 8 people, but still, my answer was the 2024 release of Still Awesome Tanager, because the proof point is just outside of the comfort zone of 100 proof. So it's always going to be a little bit of a pleasant surprise. Super rich, oily mouthfeel. It's sweet and savory. It's dry at the same time. It's just so complex. You're probably never going to get bored of it. High proof has its merit, but you can't drink it all the time. Low proof is a good starting point, but you can't drink it all the time. You'll get fucking bored.
Yeah.
For me, that was an easy answer. What was yours again?
GTS. No.
I'm canceling this channel.
Mine was Parker's Curacao, just because it's one of those bottles that I just always think of, and maybe I would get sick of it eventually, but it would take a gosh darn long time to get me there.
Yeah. This is a good bookend on what we were saying. Your palate will change over time.
Yes.
It is important to go back and revisit things. We did mention a lot of ryes that we tried. At one point in time, I didn't like ryes at all.
I got him into ryes.
COVID got me into ryes. Remember, I hated ryes before I got COVID. And then after I got COVID, I started liking them more. And then, of course, naturally, people with ADHD, we overdid it. And we're just like, now I don't want it ever again. For those specific brands, we'll still drink ryes. But I was like, if I have Willet again, I'm probably going to puke. If I have Whistle Pig again, I'm going to throw it against the wall. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but that's just kind of what it becomes like. GTS on Deserted Island, having hazy could work. Sorry, having hazy could work to ignite a campfire.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's unlimited, why not?
Yeah, but if you think about how many hours a day you're going to be blacked out, you don't need to start a campfire. If you're drinking only hazmat, like, you don't need a campfire. You'll probably be fine just passed out on the sand. Do you like 2025? Yeah, not as good as the 2024. Originally, I liked it a little bit more, but as the neck pour opened up a little bit, I think we defaulted back to the 2024.
Yeah, I agree with the 2024.
I'm
Nothing's wrong with the 2025. I think it just didn't live up to the hype.
I like Rare Breed. That's a good one.
Rare Breed is a good one.
Special Reserve. Yeah, I want a little bit more proof than that, but yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I would take 107.
Jack Daniel's single barrels, yes, but
if they were different.
It boiled, but it'd have to be one.
Why?
One bottle, one brand.
But it is one bottle.
But this is when you're getting into like a petri dish of microcosm. So like, I agree with you to an extent, but I don't like all Tanyard Hills. I don't like all Slop Hills, all Coy Hills. They're all built different.
Rare Breed is all different barrels and bottles. Is that okay?
Yes, because they don't list their Rickhouse locations. And Rare Breed, are they single barrels? I don't remember.
I thought they were single.
I think Kentucky Spirit is single barrels, but the other ones are blends. Find groups and bottle shares is the best advice. Yep. Kind of tagging on that, the best advice at a bottle share is don't give yourself full pours.
Yeah, do like what's currently in my glass.
Not what she poured before. Like what we've been doing, well, what I've been doing for the most part, which is like maybe a little bit more than this. This is like enough to really give you an idea, and then you're not dedicating all of your quote unquote sobriety to only a couple pours.
It's almost the end of the night for me.
Yeah.
And I love Old Soul. Like, so.
Well, that's not getting away from the point. The point is to not overcommit to like your first couple of pours.
Okay, another Desert Island bottle. I know I could only have one, but it would be Old Soul Tintype number 2. I would drink that all fucking day.
Again, you can't. That's fine. Maybe you can drink it all day. I can't.
I can.
Are we going to Wee Whiskey Fest in Lake Geneva or any other events? Still uncertain.
Maybe.
We have a lot of plans that are filling up our calendar very quickly.
I don't know when it is.
Yeah. We'll talk about it off camera. We still haven't talked about it.
Yeah, we don't talk when we're off camera. We just like text or yell at each other from different rooms.
We both.
Do you want me to give you the knife?
We have. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I can die peacefully. Anyways, so we have opposite schedules, so we don't always have the chance to talk about things. Even with the extra day off this week, I spent all of it editing another video, so we don't skip a video as we're going to be in St. Louis and KCMO. So we'll talk about it soon, and we'll figure it out. If we're going to be there, we'll announce it in some capacity, either on Discord or Patreon or YouTube, probably in like the posts section. Each Taylor barrel proof. Ooh. I mean, I don't love all. Oh,
I don't love every bottle.
Get it? Dessert.
Oh.
I mean, I don't love every one of their releases, but I respect it. I get it. They're tasty, and sometimes they drink well under the proof.
Yeah.
You become the campfire. OCD number 5. More power to you, man. I think I would get bored of it after like the first day. It's a little bit too much copper penny for me sometimes. This is one I actually agree with. Wild Turkey 70th for me.
It's a good one.
Wish there was more. Yeah, that's really good. Still lost in cash strength. Again, I love all the cash strength answers here, but you have to think about like the long term of how much of it you can drink.
But you can proof it down. You can't up
with seawater.
Get crafty. Maybe you have some like saran wrap that you can like get condensation off of. You never seen this? Yeah. You obviously have never seen Naked and Alive.
Do you know how many like
Naked and Alone,
like apocalyptic survival things I've seen? I am like apocalypse and zombie ready, but like I'm not going to use my water to proof down whiskey. I'm going to use my water to make it so I don't die from drinking all the whiskey.
Or, you know, get it from mushrooms. Just like,
I think you maybe lost some people there.
Not
everybody loves mushroom flavor. Do we need to pull the Squire card, Chris? No, I just got it. What up, David?
Hey, David.
Second choice is Cooper's Craft 100. I do also agree with this.
Cooper's Craft is a good one.
If we could have 2 bottles, I would have like 100 proofer and something like higher proof. But like I split the difference to go like directly in the center of it. I was originally going to say our Casey Jones pick, but you can only drink so much 125 proof that drinks like 100 proof before, again, you're sleeping on the campfire.
I would also put Still Austin Blue Corn in there.
Go to a Bobbert bottle share. What's the first bottle share with the Bobs?
We're trying to do it more often.
God, this is turning into Office Space now. Yeah, I have a meeting with the Bobs.
The Bobs?
That I like. The Bobs. That's kind of funny.
No, we're the Bobs. They're the Bobbers.
No, I'm saying the term I like. The Bobs.
Okay.
I was excited to get Tintype number 2, a little underwhelmed at the first crack. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
If
you want to gift it to us, we'll take it.
Yeah.
It'll change with the neck pour, I promise.
Yeah, don't ever overpay for 107. I get some markets you have no choice and do what makes sense for you, especially if you just got to have it. I think that at most I'd pay $100 for it.
What area are you in? Sometimes you could just make a relationship too.
That really depends on the area, like you said.
Yeah.
Rare Perfection 15 always hits. To me, it tastes like coffee cake, which I really enjoy, but it's too sweet. I don't know if I could have it more than like 1 or 2 pours a day. If it was a desert island thing, I think I would get kind of annoyed with it after a while.
You can put coconut water in. That's smart. We have fresh coconut water. We can make.
You just need to make it sustainable if you're on the island. If you can find a way to make that sustainable, yes, then use your water to proof down the cash strength whiskey, which is a phrase I will never say again, and then drink all the coconut water so you don't die from dehydration.
And you get electrolytes.
If you have shrooms, you don't need whiskey. We're not talking about those shrooms. You need cows. Hey guys, just got home. What did I miss? So much. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much.
You missed us going through all these different bottles. We do still have more down here. You missed some pseudo arguing, which I call Sicilian foreplay. It's been an interesting night. Kat almost stabbed herself, and me opening up a bottle.
And then you almost stabbed yourself. As well.
Yeah, it's true. Been in and out. Not sure if you answered the question. Next pick, still to be determined.
The next pick in the pipeline is Detling.
Well, we don't. The next one that is currently planned. We have a couple others that are in the works that are just not confirmed yet. There might be a Penelope pick coming up. we would be going down for the store New Baden Liquors near the border of St. Louis and Illinois. They basically asked us for help because they don't have any experience with the brand.
We're going to pick the worst barrel. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, exactly. Because we want to help support the store, we're going to pick the worst barrel. So we might be doing that. That is still to be determined. But we have a couple of things kind of planned out already. Might be doing some when we go down to Kentucky in April. Might not. It really depends on how much we can fit into 4 days. I'm not doing another 3 barrels in 3 days experience.
No.
I learned my lesson from last time. Zombie apocalypse or some sort of apocalypse event. I've come to accept the fact, put my head between my knees and kiss my ass goodbye. I couldn't survive it. We'll spend some time together. We'll help you come up with a game plan. There's lots of easy ways to make it longer than the rest of the pack. I wouldn't say I've been missing work. Yeah, just a real straight shooter. Great guy there. Yeah, about that. Enjoyed the Evernorth Spirit Walker. Yeah, the Spirit Walkers are good. Again, I find them to be a little too sweet sometimes. I don't dislike that. I just have to be in the mood for it. Like, there are some times where I want something more savory. Sometimes I want things a little more sweet. Gotta have a balance between the two. See them again regularly. Rare as hell. I'm assuming this is antique.
Special reserve?
Antique,
yeah.
I think is what it was called.
Out there in Oregon.
Yeah, it's harder to get out there.
It is.
Vaguely recalled the last Robert's bottle shirt. The important thing is you recall some of it.
True.
How was the rye? It's a little on the vegetal side and sweet. I don't love it compared to the rest of them that we picked up, but it isn't bad. I can see why it went end of bin, but if you like those kind of flavors at like $24, it's not a bad price point. Barrel picks for stores. Is it purely a passion project? So,
yes,
this is Pandora's box.
It's a means to the end.
Sort of. It starts as a passion project. Everything we do for other stores, it comes out of our own pocket up front. On the back end of things, yes, we do stand to potentially make some money when we get it.
To get it.
I was going to say that. When we get it is a huge question mark. We haven't received any payment for any of the ones that we did last year yet. We keep working with the store owners. Sometimes they don't prioritize responding to us, which is a little frustrating. But I think going forward, we're going to just pick our own. We might occasionally collaborate with somebody else, but only if they also have large scale shipping. If they're not able to do that or not willing to do that, probably won't work with them. New Baden is going to be kind of a one-off from that because they do have a large audience of people now since we did that video. And they said that business was crazy after we visited their store. So we'll show them some love, but I think going forward, we're going to invert the funnel on that.
Yeah. And we want it, like, us to be in control of what we're picking too.
Do I need to remove Dan's wrench? This is like the third time you said voice. Better at least super chat it to keep Chris on my side. Okay, you get a pass, Dan. I'm glad I understand your sense of humor. Old Soul label is epic. How's the juice? This one is good. I don't love it as much as the second one. I do find it more interesting in terms of like depth of flavor. It's just probably when I wouldn't reach for as much as the second one.
I want to revisit this one for sure.
Yeah. This is very much like nutty, kind of like Samoa
coconut, chocolate, yeah,
caramel,
like
less chocolate than caramel.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it's pretty good.
A chocolate drizzle. Yeah. I want to revisit it in like a few weeks and see if that is still my opinion. But I like it.
And we know we've been dragging this on for a little while, so we are going to get to the giveaway in just a minute. We appreciate everyone that's kept with us. We do have some samples that we were sent that we have to crack open. This is from Provenance Distillery. It's 1787. There's 2 different releases, and we do have some information on the mash bills. Can you pull up the email for those?
Oh, gosh.
It should be within like our last day. I did ask for extra information about the mash bills, just so we can have some transparency. And I was glad that they said yes. Super sticker, thank you so much. Garm the Fierce, love the name. Thank you.
I love it.
We really appreciate it. You guys have been so great with all the love on these like super chats lately. I'm super thankful for it.
I am too. You guys are amazing.
I still think that we have like some of the best audience in the entirety of Whiskey Tube.
Okay, so we're starting with the 7 year?
The 7 year.
Okay, the 7 year is, I'm going to skip past the tasting notes. 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley, and it's distilled in Bardstown.
Does anybody want to take a wild guess what that could be?
This one is...
Did it say age on it? Oh, it's 7 years. It's on the label.
Yeah.
I can't see it because I'm looking at the back, even though the screen is in front of me.
This one is $70.
Well, that definitely smells like where it comes from.
It smells like, oh my gosh. What is that cold syrup?
Robitussin?
No, it doesn't smell like Robitussin.
Dimetap?
Maybe Dimetap. Like it smells a lot like Dimetap.
Yes, we have been to A&S. We also did the raffle this year. They're a good place.
They're good folks.
Some of their prices are a little crazy. From what I understand, if you're willing to like crack the bottles open in front of them to show that you're not a flipper, they might discount your pricing. Don't quote us on that. That's just kind of passing information that we were given. The honest opinion of the Distillery Reserve rye. It's honestly pretty good. It's definitely different from every other type of rye. Like if you like Kentucky style rye, it is not that.
Yeah. I do like their ryes though. That one has a interesting mouthfeel. It's like thin and prickly and it lingers.
So let's see. Has anybody in the chat put where this where they could be sourcing this barrel from? I'll give you one hint. It comes from Bardstown and it has 75-21-4. So
who knows?
I'll give you one guess. Come on. So, somebody's got to put it in the chat.
I also realized I was like all the way over here. Should I just do it? Wow, this is really interesting whiskey.
This is like the GIF of the other day where it was like you just lurk in the chat and you just put a cat like off in the corner. This is 100% you.
Yeah, just like what?
Yeah. So yeah, it's where's it from?
Indiana.
Well, they're not in Bardstown proper, but yes, Indiana, totally. Boom, there you go. Good job, guys. We got there. Yeah, so it's not bad. It's pretty approachable. It is round and thin at the same time, like you said. It's sweet and a little savory. I will say for the 21% rye, and granted, we did have quite a few samples up until now. It doesn't really strike me as a proper like 21% rye of the distillate that we more or less know exactly where it's from, give or take some speculation. I think that it's better than most things in that product line that we've had, but it's not my favorite.
It has some like good toffee notes, but I feel like the pepperiness is like overwhelming to a point.
Yeah, I would agree. Thank you for introducing me to Royal and Aurora. Their picks are fantastic. Hey, we did a lot of their picks.
Yeah, get the limestone in the new riff in the dark arts.
And the Barracuda and the Roadrunner.
Yeah, and the Barracuda and the Roadrunner.
Have we tried 18th Distillery? Yes. We haven't gone there. We tried, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was like their Black Label release.
It was one
I think it had like a boat on it.
Gave us.
Well, this would have been at one of Gene's parties.
Oh, but CJ also gave us a bunch.
Yeah, but the one I'm specifically talking about is the one from that tasting. It was like a little squat bottle too with like a boat on it, I think.
I don't know.
We tried a couple, apparently. I asked you to see if you remember. And the answer is no. But yeah, they're not bad. They're pretty good for a low scale operation. It's I need more time with it, honestly.
We need to go there.
Yeah.
We need to like sit and try all of their different products.
I don't think they would have given you that deal there with so many people there. So yeah. Where is it? So you're saying it doesn't suck? Yes, it doesn't suck. I wouldn't use those exact words, but that is something I would agree with.
I think that just in general, Bardstown doesn't wow us. If Bardstown is your preferred flavor profile and you do enjoy a lot of their products, this probably would be right up your alley.
Yeah. Chris and Kat, with the transitioning to more full-time YouTube, what is the #1 goal for the channel? 2 billion subscribers. I want everyone from like Taipei to fucking like Istanbul watching our videos. No.
I think like just freedom.
Yeah.
To do things that we want to do. A lot of the times it's like we feel like we're tied to what other people want us to do.
Yeah, and like to put it frankly, and I hope to God nobody at my current job is watching this, I'm tired of being micromanaged by people that want to treat their staff like children. I've been doing my job for a long time. I don't need to be condescended or talked down to. So I ultimately want to control my own schedule, my own ability to dictate what my workload is, and basically highlight my experience instead of having it like underrepresented or mismanaged. So I think to actually go into a space where people actually appreciate what we're contributing instead of just treating it like a contractual obligation for an experience, I think that that's what I value the most out of it. So I think ultimately I'd like to connect with our audience a little bit more. I feel like we already have a good relationship with a lot of our subscribers and a lot of the people that comment in our videos, but I'd like to make them more personal. I'd like to be able to actually meet these people, especially when we go out and travel to different places. I'd like to actually like have a real life connection with some of the people that have essentially helped us get off the ground. So for me, it would be more about going from grassroots to really investing in the entire experience of what we offer instead of doing it as a side project that I only have limited time to dedicate to. So I feel like if I focus on that, then everything else will come with it, like the subscribers, the Patreon members, the YouTube members, like that. To me, that's all secondary. That's great to help keep things afloat, and we very much appreciate everyone that's doing that. We couldn't take these steps to move full time without you. But for me, that's almost like a byproduct of this. Focus on the quality, focus on the consistent content, and focus on the transparency about what we're doing. And then hopefully everything else will just line up.
Yeah. And we put a lot of time into bettering what we do every time.
Always finish your pours. Yes. Go on.
And like I feel like every time we put out a video, we learn something new and we try to instill it into that video. Maybe it's a hit, maybe it isn't.
Yeah. Always growing, always learning.
Always growing. I feel like I've gained so many skills doing this. Like I didn't think that I was going to be the one making thumbnails and like pushing the social media.
Well, that's funny because we both agreed that you were better at it and you're like, yeah, I'll do it.
But like going into like us just joking that we were going to do like a podcast. I didn't think that that was going to be.
I mean, maybe you were joking.
I think the #1 goal is just to keep learning. I think that a lot of the times in like our day-to-day jobs, we just get stagnant and we stop learning.
Yeah.
And it's just like mundane. And I feel like this is always exciting. Like I sign off of my day job and I'm excited to like do all my task lists. Like I'm excited to like look through Patreon and see who like commented or see like if we posted a new video, like should I update like the tags or anything like that? That's exciting to me.
Always polishing and always trying to improve and enhance the experience. And every time we do get new members, we're always like really thankful and appreciative. Like I said, like we'll be in the middle of doing something and we'll see a notification email come up and we'll be like, oh, we got somebody as a Patreon. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think the moment that stops being interesting or exciting to us is the moment that we know we need to quit the channel. Because the fact that people listen to us rant about anything, let alone for 2 hours and 34 minutes on a live stream.
I know, with no giveaways so far.
It's happening. Each and every one of these is going to be given away in just a couple of minutes, I promise. But I think that the moment that stops being interesting is the moment that we know we need to quit this. and I don't want to get there. I want to always keep that excitement and curiosity and appreciation of, honestly, the kindness of strangers for lending us your time, lending us your attention, and sometimes lending us your money. I mean, really,
and ideas. Lending us your ideas too really do help.
A lot of good comments in both the chats and on the videos. So, like, we really appreciate it. What else here? Let's get into the details for this last one here, and then let's move into the live or the live giveaway.
Okay, so this is a 14-year. It is 122.
Did you read the price point for the last one?
Yes, $70.
Okay.
Mash bill is 70% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. Yeah, I gave you a new glass.
That's hidden behind the bottles. So read it one more time because I distracted you.
This is 122 proof. It's 14 years. The mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley.
And where is it distilled from?
Frankfurt. And it's an SRP of $259.99.
For those listening in the chat, where do we think this is from? I'll give you one guess. I'm sure this brand can't confirm it. I already have thoughts about what this should smell and taste like. And if I'm right, I'm going to be very, very happy.
Man.
Yep, that is exactly what I thought it would be. The only question is, which product is this repurposed as? All right.
Ooh, good question.
Let's look at this comment. Do you recommend any resources like Whiskey Wiki to read on, such as who distills or sources? Breaking Bourbon.
Breaking Bourbon's really good.
Breaking Bourbon is probably one of the best. They do have the widest spread for information, as well as like really in-depth reviews and details about the brands, as well as the story, the marketing, the history behind it. They're really, really thorough and transparent. You're not going to get everything you want from them. Some things are intentionally kept vague because of NDAs and things that they just can't talk about. But yeah, they're probably the most reputable resource that we can think of immediately.
I like Rare Bird too for Wild Turkey. But it, like, if you are a fanboy for Wild Turkey, Rare Bird is really good.
We should go broad spectrum.
Well, I was gonna give a few different ones. Also,
Jason C for Mash and Drum.
Jason C does a lot of good background information.
He's really, really in depth. I really like his reviews. He's also given us a call out a few times, and we're very appreciative of it.
Yeah, we love Jason. Yeah, I think those would be like my primary. There's one other, but I just can't think of like what it is. But usually if I do have questions, I go straight to like the company website too for new releases. Ooh. Not always.
Smell this again.
Are they transparent? But a lot of the it changed.
It changed a lot.
Wow, that changed like very quickly.
I think I know what this might be. I'm not gonna say it out loud though. What's the difference between short and tall cask strength? Potentially how old the distillate is, just by circumstance. Other than that, probably to just try to uniform packaging for picks versus regular bottles.
Taste it so you can give me tasting notes.
Yep, I know what that is.
I get peach rings.
Yeah, kind of. But I think that this is a one-off of something distilled from everybody's favorite tater factory. That just,
the Tater Factory.
Yeah, I'm going to start calling it that from now on, because that's basically what it is. I think that this is a one-off of everybody's favorite tater factory that's just different enough that it couldn't pass the test of going into blending. If I had to guess, I would say that this is a certain brand that most people freak out about and would be willing to spend a lot of money on something that they can't get in their market. And if that's not enough clues for you, I can't help you.
I don't love the nose of this, but I love the palate of it.
Yeah. You guys are putting in your 10,000 hours. We, as your patrons and members, really appreciate all the progress you've done to get better and put out the best content you can. I really appreciate that. We are not done growing. Wait for the future. If you like us now, wait until we hit our peak form.
CJ is still my little brother.
But he's like twice your height.
I know. I'll always haze him.
He can probably lift you up without trying. New to the journey. Appreciate both you guys. Love your recommendations.
Aw,
Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Let us know what we've recommended that you've liked the most.
Yeah. And should we do single barrels of those too?
Yeah, for sure. Just happy to see Pursuit Spirits leaking back into Illinois. From what I heard, Malloy's had a big push for them. Wonder if Binny's will follow suit. I don't think Binny's is going to be willing to jump at him anytime soon. We also have some minor like orbiting contacts around the corporate office, and we've made them aware of the call outs by Pursuit Spirits. If they aren't aware of it publicly, they're probably aware of it privately and just either don't want to engage or don't want to participate. Again, this is all speculation. I don't have any actual confirmation, but I think that Pursuit might have shot themselves in the foot on that. It typically isn't a good idea to go to brand into carrying you, but that's just my perspective as a consumer.
Yeah.
Not as a like retail specialist.
They might have more luck with like their higher end, like their Melwood or I can't remember the other one, Derby Town.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are very good. If they ever put those out as like limited releases, I will scoop them.
Oh, those are so good.
Good.
Almost bought one at KBF.
Have you tried any unicorn bottles you haven't been able to hunt yet? Yes. I've tried a lot of vintage dusty whiskey from pre-Prohibition. I got to learn what bad George T. Stagg tasted like from the 1940s. Spoiler alert, it tastes like flat cola. It was very interesting to experience that for the first time and at a price point that I would never be willing to pay for myself. I've tried old Rip Van Winkle 25-year. I've tried a lot of discontinued stuff. I've tried very old Fitzgerald from like the 70s. I've done R&D at a cocktail, like a high-end cocktail bar that I've worked at with like a lot of really off-market stuff for like decades and decades. There's a lot of stuff that I've tried that I would probably never hunt because it's just not feasible and not worthwhile for the price point. Am I glad I tried it? Yes. Do I need it in my life? No. If I stumble into like an estate sale and it's going like out the door for like $10, like fuck yeah, I'm buying it. But we're at the point, I think, in our journey where the allure of tater bottles isn't as alluring anymore because half the time the marketing doesn't match the overall experience. And if it does, the price point doesn't help.
Yeah, we'll still try and like focus on that in our videos because we know that's what people want to watch, but we're going to throw in our craft brands because we love them.
We hook people in with the bottles that we know they're looking for, and then our true fans are the ones that stay for our deep cut recommendations. So we're kind of aware of what we're doing. That's never like the intended focus of like a rug pull.
Yeah, it's not like, a bait and switch.
No, but you have to cater to both audiences. There's the craft whiskey people that don't always care about tater bottles, and then the tater market people that don't care about craft whiskey as much. So we're trying to cover a broad spectrum. So again, what we get for hunting versus what we try are sometimes completely divergent. What else? What was the deal between Bennings and Pursuit last year? They just weren't selling well. The Pursuit line wasn't selling until it went to end of bin, and then they basically got purged from the shelves. And now Bennings apparently doesn't want to carry them. And I get it. It's a smart business decision if a product just isn't moving. But it just calling them out publicly and tagging them multiple times in location and who you're with and like the company that you're tagging all in a single post to say like, hey, you don't carry us, buy it at these stores instead. Like not a good vibe. And that's where the tension is. Okay. Final thoughts on this before we get into the giveaway.
I think it's really good. If you want something,
it's Red Stag, isn't it?
Red Stag, yeah, exactly.
Caribou Crossing reject. Yep. Lots of peach flavor on it. It's definitely mellow corn. It's also Traveler.
It is Traveler.
Little brother status when it's taller than
it's
the oldest
a Traveler single barrel.
Thank you, Big Rich. Appreciate you. A lot of people want to know tonight. I work in hospitality. Kat works in data insights and analysts.
Yeah, and sales.
Sorry, analysis, not analyst.
I am an analyst.
Well, you don't work in analyst.
Analyst. No, I'm just kidding.
Licensing deals and franchising to spawn branches of the Bobs. I'm going to need a 40% retainer for that. As the coal pick you picked up, I mean, it's down here. We thought about opening it, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and y'all have already been here for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Next time, I promise.
So we have tried it. We do love it. It's really, really good stuff. If you're even a little curious, if the sound of cream of wheat sounds good to you, grab it. It's good. Buttery, a little bit sweetness to it, kind of tangy, kind of funky. We did a blind flight with our patrons last month, December, and it was a surprising hit. It's definitely very different. A Tate and switch. I like that. I'm going to use that. That's really
That's
good.
Going to be a thumbnail.
It's
for
an old
sure.
the old Tate and switch. Any thoughts of Predictum 15-year-old? A lot of controversy about it. Thought to be buff turkey, might not be buff turkey, might be regular wild turkey, might not be any of that. It doesn't matter. It's very spicy. I don't love the finish of it. It makes me think it's buff turkey because of the finish. For the price point, it's not bad if you're looking at age versus price point value, but is it as good as everyone hyped it up to be? Hell no.
That's why a bunch of people returned it.
Yeah, that scooped it up to buy it on unicorn auctions.
I really like this one.
Yeah,
I think that
because you know where it's from.
Yeah, that's true. But I like it.
Yeah, so final thoughts on this one. Overall experience.
Overall experience, not what I thought. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much, Bourbon Chaser.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
I would say I love the peach ring flavor on this. It is again thinner, but it does linger a lot on the palate.
It's also proof down a lot. It's like 116 proof, which actually not
122.
116 proof.
Oh, the notes were wrong.
So my guess is it's probably something specific that they did proof down a lot. And I brought out peach ring flavors for some reason. I'm also definitely going to do this tonight. I've got a bourbon for you.
Got a bourbon for
do we ever hunt Costco? Yes.
We will do Costco. It's just like so out of the way every time we do videos.
It's not even that. It's that they don't always have great selections at ours. You really have to travel around to the suburbs, and it's not really worth it.
Yeah.
So final thoughts. You said that you like the peach ring flavor.
It's thin, but it does linger.
Yeah, for 116 proof, it's kind of thin. I wouldn't expect it to be that thin.
Yeah. I don't like the nose, but I like the flavor.
The nose sucks compared to the palate. And I'm being a little exaggerating here. I don't mean it actually sucks. I mean, if I had to compare the two, I would say that the palate is significantly better than the nose. If I judged it by just the nose alone before I decided to drink it, I probably wouldn't drink it.
I think I want to revisit it again, like with a fresh palate.
Yeah.
And like a fresh nose too. But yeah, I like the palate better than I like the nose.
Yeah. So we'll get to a couple of questions here. And then at the 50-minute mark, we will break into the giveaway. So everyone has a chance to win a pour of any of these, of all of these. Well, let's do these. We're probably going to need these for content. So of these 5 bottles that we opened, you get a chance. I know that this Jeppson Maple has been a hot topic on our videos. We've had people ask about it a lot. You get a chance to try any of these 5. If you enter all caps with a hashtag, has to be with a hashtag, DampFeb. All right.
Super Bowl predictions, Christopher?
Lots of people will get drunk, and my job will be too busy to have football on.
I don't win.
That's awesome. Your wife's a trooper. The major restaurant groups are nuts.
Yeah.
I did like training manager for a division for a restaurant group, and it was a lot. So I can't imagine working in that kind of environment anymore. What else we got? Sorry, here late, subbed and liked. Appreciate you, Rectify.
Thank you.
Puppy bowl predictions.
I think the corgi.
Cuteness overload.
Yeah, Corgi's always gonna win.
Yeah, my money's on a dachshund if there is one,
Oh,
because they're scrappy.
baby dachshunds
Confused.
are so cute.
Was the one that laid the egg? Yes,
Yes.
that's always been confusing to me, but that's what makes it such a gem, because it's so bad. But industry, we already did this one a few times actually. People that join the page for cool content, inner circle, subscribe to pay money for awesome and special content.
Our head salesperson,
future head of sales, we can't pay you money yet. That is not a binding statement. There will be a contract eventually, just not until we've actually made it. 14-year isn't worth 281 out the door on shared pour. Look, if you can split the cost of this, it's an interesting experience.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate, if I didn't taste this, if I didn't try this, would I throw that money at it? No. But now that I've tried it, I would absolutely be willing to split the price of this with someone.
If you have like 4 people that are really interested in trying that, 100%.
Yeah. Let us reflect on our restaurant experience. Yep, that one's very on the nose. Great.
Pyrenees?
Pyrenees, yeah. I was like, how do I say that word? Can I
What
be
do
the
you mean?
29th employee just for the lulz? Yes.
Yes.
You can be person 29, our 29th employee, and you'll be hired on the 29th of 2029. You pick a month. All right, so we are at that time. It's time to do the giveaway tool. We're going to go in this order, starting from the Jeppsons going over. Let me share the screen here. I actually have it queued up this time.
Also, please put, actually, never mind.
Yeah.
There are a fair amount of entries.
So we have, that is not right. Why does it have? There we go. Sorry about that. Let's do the side by side here. What is happening here?
That's so bad.
Okay. We're just going to do full screen takeover here.
Whatever.
So for the first one, for a damp ass February, for the Jeppson's Maple. All right, big bucks. No Clint Hart. Who's going to win this time?
Clint Hart. Oh, I want him to win now.
I do want him to win, but he wins all the time. We got Tim J.
Tim J, if you are in the chat, say hello.
Tim J, are you among the living? Can I do this one? Why is it not doing it?
I can't spell maple.
Tim J?
Tim J?
Tim J.
Are you out there? Did you go to sleep? I know it's late.
Yeah, we really appreciate you all being here through all of our rants.
Hello. Do you listen to me?
Hello.
Send me an email at bondingoverbourbon podcast at gmail.com and give me your information so I can send this off.
The links are also on our page and on every video description. If you can't remember, you can pull it directly from there.
It should be in this video description, so you should be able just to click on it and make an email.
Yeah, or if somebody with a wrench on their profile can throw it in the chat, I would really appreciate it. What does damp mean? I'll tell you when you're older. All right, so next one is going to be, and this is going to be for the Saints Alley Armagnac finish.
That one's so good.
It is very good. I honestly don't want to give it away. But
I know, I want to steal it. I already own it.
Tony Sibylla or Sabia? Tony.
Are you out there?
Tony?
Just smile if you can hear me.
Thanks, Pop Pop. I don't want to do this anymore, Grandpa. Kind of like, stop it. I'm going to ban all of you. There we go.
Nice.
Also, let us know, is it Sibylla or Sabia? I want to say your name right anytime I see you in the chat.
Send us an email at bondingoverbourbonpodcast@gmail.com.
I like how you're doing your movie phone voice. Oh, I haven't been doing the Eagle Man voice.
Oh, God, you fucked up.
Yeah, that's fine. I could do it. I could do it going forward. Okay, so the next one is going to be for the Wheelhorse Rum Finish Rye.
Wheelhouse.
All right.
Oh, I wrote Wheelhouse. So I was making fun of you.
Person 29 put it in the chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So for the next one, I have a whiskey for you.
Two.
Dan
Oh,
Turry.
Dan Turry.
All right, pass. Dan said moist too much.
But he did send a super chat.
Fine. You get a pass this time.
I think I have your information.
Tony
but
Sibilla. Okay.
Sibilla. Okay.
Dan Turry, we have your information, but just send us a message anyway, just so we have something tangible to respond to. And then...
This is very rigged. No.
Yeah, Clint hasn't been in here at all yet.
Yeah, he's won all of these. I don't know how.
Do we know this guy? Something moist? There we go. I'm gonna start calling him Moist Dan. That's how I'm gonna get back at you. You real slippery and moist, Dan.
Oh my god.
All right, so the next one is going to be for the Pursuit Double Oak. And I've got a whiskey for you.
Oh my god, that's a name. Okay,
Mayor Sim Sandman. Mayor Chim Sandman.
9147.
Mayor, are you here?
I really hope I didn't write that for nothing.
Dan Tua.
Oh my god.
All right, and you get a ban. You can sit in the moist room with Moist Dan. How many times you're going to see my name go by? All of them until you win. Spit on that dram. It barely fit on the screen.
Are you out there, Mayor Sandman? I hope I didn't write that for nothing.
Mayor Sandman.
Sandman. Oh, the giggles, you know?
It needs a trip to the proctologist. Moist Dan might be the name of someone who just came from the proctologist. Look, they brought up the joke. I just doubled down on the bit. You do that all the time.
Dan is going to take back his subscription.
They're trying to type their name. There we go. No, I'm who are you calling? It sounds like WWE. Moist Dan is a proctologist.
Okay, we give it 30 more seconds for Mayor Sim.
Yeah, that guy. I'm gonna give it 5 more seconds.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Enough moving around. You're right. On to the next one. So this is still for the Pursuit Double Oak. And I've got a whiskey for you. Boom. RBTX 34.
Much easier to say.
Yeah, maybe with that attitude.
Let us know if you're in the chat.
Try, Dan. Ugh.
I feel like that's worse than Moist.
Absolutely. Are you with us? RBTX 34. I'm guessing Rob from Texas 34? Is your name Rob? Are you here, Rob?
Is your name Robbie too?
No, that's why I'm so fucking confused.
Confused. We're gonna give it
untaggable. He's not here. All right.
All right.
You guys work fast. Let me switch back. There we go. All right. Next one. Third time is the charm, and I have a whiskey for you. As I'm slowly losing steam on keeping that same energy. Roman Carter, I know you're in here.
I did see them.
Roman. Paging Dr. Roman. Dr. Roman. You have a patient waiting for you at the front desk.
Also put your YouTube name in the email.
Yeah.
So I'm not confused.
Yeah, no funny business.
Because sometimes people will be like, I won. And then I'm like, okay.
Who are you? Yeehaw. Thank you so much, Roman. Thanks for joining our live here. Again, bondingoverbourbonpodcast@gmail.com. Oh boy, this is a good one. Bobbing for Bobberts.
Bobbing for Bobberts. Hashtag bobbing for Bobberts. That's really hard to say.
Bobbing for Bobberts. Bobbing for Bobberts. Bobbing for Bobberts. Okay. Oh boy, we're not going to read into that one. This is great. He's his own cheerleader, and I love it. You guys are great. I love as this goes on, it gets more unhinged. All right. So for the last one, this is going to be for the Old Soul Tin Type numero 3. That is Spanish for number 3.
Wow, is it?
We got Jerry-O P3716. Jerry-O P, are you here?
Lots of new folks.
Oh my God. The comments right now.
16, please.
Jerry, are you here? There he is.
Send us an email at bondingoverbourbon@podcast.com or bondingoverbourbonpodcast
at podcast.com. No,
sorry.
bondingoverbourbonpodcast@gmail.com.
I have too many giggles. Dan, I feel like you did not know what you were getting yourself into.
DC Soda, you just achieved it right here. You're on the stream. This has been great.
This has been such a good time. I hope that we can give away even more samples in the future.
1, 2, 3, Bob Strong.
Yeah, honestly.
That's funny. My favorite part of these lives is as we start to get a little bit further into these pours, clearly the chat does as well. And you guys start to get a little bit more punchy and fire from the hip. It really becomes the thing that we remember most when we finish these live streams. We'll sit and recap and think about what we did well, what we didn't do well, and like how the overall engagement was. And nights like these are ones that we always remember.
Oh, yeah.
They're so good. You guys are all so funny. Nobody on our channel is doing Moist March.
Yeah, and we didn't get one CJ question. Like our top pizzas, our top hammerhead sharks. Well, types of sharks would be one.
Well, my top. Which hammerhead shark do you like the most? Well, there's Hammerhead.
There's Jeff,
That's
the
it.
Hammerhead. There's Steve, the Hammerhead.
These should be more Australian names because they mostly come from Australia.
Do they?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So this is Reese.
Reese.
Chat is definitely more blurry than when I started. Yeah, I keep telling them to increase the resolution as we continue streaming, but something about the bandwidth, I don't know.
It's not you, it's YouTube. You know?
Tides of March.
Oh
what in the actual fuck, guys? This is great. Thank you, Pizza Warlord. Thank you so much for joining us. Sorry to keep you guys so long. We were having so much fun. We kind of forgot to get to the giveaway, but you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Fisher friends, not food. That's funny. Street Shark character was your favorite? The blue one. I can't even remember what his name was, but it was the blue one for sure.
I don't know what a street shark is.
It was a kid show.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you later. I'll show you when you're older.
Okay.
But yeah, we had a great time. We always love doing these.
We do.
As we continue to get better with these, I feel like the audience engagement is always so funny and interesting. Thank you for bearing with us as we get distracted, as we show you our Sicilian foreplay.
And our ADHD.
Good night, Dan Tua. I love when the bit comes back around. He's been very silent about it since all these jokes started.
I'm sorry, Dan, but also you put yourself
I'm not
into
sorry.
this situation.
You did this to yourself. Dan Tua crypto coin. Over 100 people in the chat, all live. Hit the like button heading out. Yeah, thank you for that. We always forget to do that. Very, very happy with how this live stream went. Really, really big audience for this one. We can't thank you guys enough. We really, really appreciate it. No, it's super. It's all about a good time. Yeah, I'm sure you would think that, Moist Dan. Look, he started it. I'm just doubling down on the bit. But yeah. again, can't thank you guys enough. We will be back after our St. Louis trip in 2 weeks. That is going to be, what is math? The 19th?
That's not math, but yes.
That's 14 days
Okay,
from
fine.
today. So that
Yeah,
is math.
fine.
Good job. You know math.
I know houses.
That's another bit we don't have time to explain. But yeah, again, thank you so much. Don't forget to smash that like button on the way out. We are bonding over bourbon. We are vastly over time, and we will catch you next time.
Good night.